Back-to-back numbered events to start 2026 off. Who has it better than us? UFC 325 coming up on Saturday in Sydney, Australia, and Alexander the Great set to defend his throne once again against a very familiar foe in the always dangerous Diego Lopes. A live look at the weigh-in stage, and we're going to be there in just a minute. Right now, we're inside the Meta Apex. As you can see, we have a Seattle Seahawks fan here in Michael Chiesa, who was at the game and getting ready to celebrate the Super Bowl that's next week, and just a couple of middleweight champions, and Chris Weidman and Robert Whittaker here as well. Different time for the weigh-in show, a little different feel for the weigh-in show, but another great card, fellas, to get you ready for. Back-to-back numbered events to start the year. Not a bad way to go, Weidman.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. Volkanovski versus Lopes, too. You know, the last time that Lopes fought Volkanovski, he never was a main event. He was never in a title fight. There was a lot of new going on in his life. And you saw it wasn't like the best Lopes. So now we're expecting him to just come in with the experience of knowing what it feels like to be in there with Volkanovski and see a whole different type of fight.
And by the way, I should have thanked you initially for flying over from Australia to be here with us.
We took one of their best.
For the weigh-in show. I know.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. I left God's country to come do this fight.
You did.
Okay, but I have to disagree with you there, Chris. I don't see what Lopes can do differently to get the W over Alex. Alex wrote the blueprint on how to beat him that first fight. Didn't see enough changes in Lopes's last fight. I don't know.
He did have a nice knockout over John Silva. It was super dangerous. And if you look at that first fight, there was, in the striking exchanges, when things got chaotic, that's when we saw Lopes have success. Listen, we're talking about Volkanovski right here. I'm not saying I'm putting all my money on Lopes, but I'm just saying this is a way more interesting fight. The last fight was super interesting. Yeah. We didn't know how that was going to go. But after seeing that last fight, you know, this one should be that much better.
You know, I don't want to get too deep in the weeds with it, but I will say this, that the numbers didn't tell the story of the fight. I do feel like, well, Volkanovski, I believe, won 49-46 on the majority of the judges' scorecards. Lopes had some really big moments in that fight. It was a very dangerous fight for Volkanovski. And I said, you know, what's next for Volk? I said I would have liked to see him fight Lerone Murphy, or I would have liked to see him fight Movsar Evloev instead of a rematch with Lopes, because I feel like Lopes is going to come back better. And where I feel like the improvement has been made is the wrestling. This guy's been in Stillwater, Oklahoma, training Oklahoma State under David Taylor with one of the best college wrestlings in the program, college wrestling programs in the nation. That's a great way to blend your jiu-jitsu and your boxing together. Use the wrestling. So we'll see if the improvements have been made in that department and see if it pays dividends in this fight.
Plenty of time to dig into the main event in Sydney, Australia. Let's take a look at the other fights that are going to be on the card. The prelims, Aaron Toe and Namzre Batabayar, the first of 4 road to the UFC finals in the prelims. Konoff Lee and Yin Jia wrapping up the early prelims. Jonathan McCaliff and Oban Elliott opening up the late prelims. Cam Rousen makes his second UFC walk against the veteran Cody Brundage. Light heavyweights Junior Tafa and Billy Elikana going at it in the featured prelim. On the main card, it's Aussies opening things up, fitting. Quillan Salkild and Jamie Malarkey kicking it off. Top 15 heavyweight fight against Tai Tuivasa and Taliesin Teixeira. And then it's Fiziev and Houfi, one of 3 lightweight fights on the main card. The co-main, another lightweight banger. It's going to be Dan Hooker and Benoit Saint-Denis. And then, of course, the main event. Volk defending his featherweight title in the rematch with Diego Lopes. And with that, we bring in the voice of the UFC, John Anik. And Anik, it has been so fun to watch Alex Volkanovski this week. He is in great spirits. He's always having fun during fight week, but it seems like this is as loose as we've seen him in a while.
Yeah, I think you put that well, and it's great to be with all you folks from the land down under. I came all the way to God's country to see Robert Whittaker. I find out he's at the Meta Apex in Las Vegas. But Alexander Volkanovski has not competed in his native Sydney, New South Wales since 2017. That was 9 years ago. Right now, he has competed in Perth, but to have a title defense here in this nation in which he is so beloved has just heightened up the festiveness, right? We always talk about how great the fan base is here. The open workouts are an absolute scene. The same could be said for the press conference yesterday, but this feels like a Volk coronation, like a celebration, and we'll see what Diego Lopes has to say about all that.
So speaking of Diego Lopes, the first fight with Volk was his first main event, his first 5-round fight. Is it fair to say the experience of that first fight could benefit the younger fighter more?
I think that's fair. I think the wrestling and everything else, just the accrue repetitions in training, think it all could pay dividends. But I think oftentimes the issue, not unlike what Robert Whittaker was saying off the top, is just the opponent on the other side. That was a masterclass from Alexander Volkanovski. I thought there was an argument that he won all 5 rounds. And even though the betting line is suggestive that it's a pretty close fight, Volkanovski minus 160 or so, I think this is an appreciable gap that Diego Lopes needs to close. And I'm just not sure that there's been enough time to do it. But certainly the championship experience that he has now acquired, it could pay dividends. I think that's fair.
All Action co-main, Dan Hooker, Benoit Saint-Denis. Tight turnaround for both fighters, just over 2 months. Does it benefit one more so than the other or no?
Maybe Dan. I think Benoit Saint-Denis cuts a lot of weight, and he's still, as great as his streak is right now, he's still in a developmental phase with his coach Nicolas Ott. They've realized great success together. But I do think, and this came up in our fighter meeting, that he would have liked a little bit more time just to sort of decompress and reset. But, you know, when they call an offer a fight like this, certainly Saint-Denis understands how close he is to the top of the heap. And it's a great fight. I mean, there's just so much energy surrounding those two athletes. And even though maybe there's a path of least resistance on both sides, let the bodies hit the floor. There will be blood.
Let the bodies hit the floor. John Anik, thank you so much, my friend. You have work to do. The weigh-in starting in a matter of moments. He is way across the pond in Australia, and Australia's finest. Robert Whittaker is here with us. Rob, let's start with you on this one, actually. Diego Lopes had some moments in that first fight. If you're coaching Diego Lopes, what are you changing? What are you doing differently against Volk?
Are you really making me the coach of against
I am. And that's why I'm starting with you, because you know him so well.
I am dirty. Honestly, and I saw it in the fighter meeting notes, okay? He said he's going to push forward and be a little bit more reckless. He's going to take the fight to Alex a little bit more. That, honestly, I think is his best bet, is to try and get his hands on Alex. Alex had perfect lateral movement in that first fight. His feinting game was on point. Every time they would crash, he would come out the victor. Lopes needs to make it ugly. He needs to make it that dirty dog fight, I think, to make Alex uncomfortable.
You know, for Lopes, I think that, for one, he can't go hunting for the knockout. I think that once he started to touch Volkanovski, he mentioned that he really wanted to pursue the knockout. He felt that he could get the finish. And like I said, he had some really good moments in that first fight. The judges' scorecards really didn't tell the story. But for him, while Volkanovski does have really good lateral movement, some of the best, sometimes he pulls away and fades with his chin high on that right side. You got to set a trap there. If you can funnel Volkanovski into that right hand, throw an overhand right, close the distance, and get into close quarters. Because one thing Diego Lopes does very well is, for a very tall guy, he's very dangerous in the pocket. He can generate a lot of power in a small space. So like you said, making it a dirty fight, getting in close quarters, and setting traps to catch Volk fading on that right side, I think would benefit him a lot.
So can you overthink it in rematches? You had the rematch with Anderson, right? Can you think too much about what you need to change as opposed to just doing what you do well better?
So if you're Volkanovski, you know, coming off a win, it's, you know, you don't want to change too much. You know, you don't want to overthink it. You know, that's Diego's job, is to kind of look at what went wrong in that last fight and make some big adjustments, because, you know, to come back and win this fight, there's going to be some big adjustments that he's going to have to make. But for Volkanovski, you know, he was coming off 2 bad losses going into the first fight. Now he's got a win under his belt. Now he can kind of be back into his winning ways and feeling more comfortable and confident. Because when you get knocked out twice in a row, a lot of times you're questioning your chin. You know, so you got a guy like Diego Lopes coming after you like a maniac. You know, it's tough to deal with.
You know, and that's an excellent point you just pointed out. Alex is coming off 2 losses. Everyone to talk about how nervous Lopes was. Alex would have been feeling it 10 times. You know, I understand by that. But I will say also in terms of rematches. Okay, I rematched Romero. Okay, I fought him twice. And sometimes it works as a disadvantage. I think Alex wrote the blueprint on how to beat Lopes. Okay, he couldn't have fought a better fight, in my opinion. Okay, there are moments, but it's a fight. What happens when the opponent does something completely different? So that second Romero fight that I had, everything I had prepared for, everything that I could see, everything I watched on tape, he did the complete opposite. And it was a nightmare of a fight. If anyone saw it, it was a nightmare of a fight.
Yeah, but it's crazy when you look at the odds makers now, it's almost a coin flip type fight. Volk's favored at minus 150 right now. So the odds pretty close as we are set to start the weigh-ins. Volk and Lopes ready to go.
All right, thank y'all for being here for the official weigh-in for UFC 325, Volkanovski versus Lopes 2. And we will begin with the gentleman around whom this fight card was built. First man to the stage, the number 2 ranked featherweight title contender, former world title challenger, Diego Lopes.
Diego Lopes taking the scale first. And let me tell you something. We touched on this at the open of the show. The one thing I love what he did in this camp is spending time down in Stillwater, Oklahoma, training at Oklahoma State under the tutelage of David Taylor. And let's not forget that our guy, one of our best, if not the best fighter of all time, Daniel Cormier, hails from Stillwater, Oklahoma. He was an All-American for Oklahoma State. So I love the work that Diego Lopes is putting down.
All right, next fighter to the scale, the athlete around whom this fight card was built, the reigning, defending, now 2-time UFC featherweight champion, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
One of the greatest to ever do it in the featherweight division. He's looking to chase Jose Aldo's record of 7 title wins. He's at 5 right now. When you watch this guy, it's just unbelievable how good he is. Let's see what he weighs.
144.5, the official weight for Alexander Volkanovski. And with that, your UFC 325 championship main event is now official.
I just heard a stat. There hasn't been one guy under 35 years old in the 155-pound division or less to ever become a champion. And he just did it in his last fight.
Dan the Hangman Hooker.
Dan the Hangman Hooker. He would have to be one of my favorite fighters on the roster. He's one of those guys that every fight he walked into, I can't ever bet against him because I feel like his skill set is so complete. You look at the Gamrot fight. He anti-wrestled him. I always thought he was an anti-wrestler. And then Sarukian was let's not talk about that. He walked in. I think his skill set is so dangerous for guys that are looking for that takedown, that are trying to mix it up. You can't stay out of it. You can't go in. He's just a dangerous fight.
He is. His chokes, man. I remember when he fought Ally Quinta, he hit him with the leg kicks, and then you had to worry about the chokes. He's just such a well-rounded problem.
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in a prelim in the welterweight division, Jonathan McCaleb.
He's one of the guys. So I did all my last camp with this guy. I have never met anyone so disciplined with his craft. And this fight was supposed to happen last year, and he was so gutted. There's nothing worse than getting to the weigh-in and the fight being pulled off. But if someone wrote a book on how to fight as a southpaw, he would follow it to a T. And you've seen in his fights, his southpaw style. He's got heavy kicks. He fights perfectly against orthodox fighters.
170 and a quarter pounds. The official weight for Jonathan McCaleb.
Heavy body kicks, constantly foot outside the lead leg. He's just he's gone
next fighter to the scale, competing in a featured bout on the main card, the number 9 ranked UFC lightweight contender, Rafael Ataman Fiziev.
One more. Now this guy never looks out of shape. He looks like he's ready to. He looks like he's ready to step in at a moment's notice, all year round, and he's done it time and time again. He steps in, days' notice, and gives these guys that have had full camps the hardest fight of their life. Fiziev would have to be one of the hardest fights in the division, unless he's taken on 3 days' notice, in which case you may have a little bit of a leg up.
The official weight
he is an absolute nightmare for a lot of
Fiziev.
people. He's so consistent as well. Like every fight, he's consistent. And he's consistent through the starting goal to the end.
To the stage, competing in the featherweight road to UFC finals, Sebastian Saleh.
You know, I got to tell you, the Oceanic fighters really showed out at the Road to UFC tournament, just like Sebastian Saleh did. And listen, this guy had some weight cut issues early in his career, so much to the point that he had liver and kidney problems that had him in and out of the hospital for over 6 months. Started his career at featherweight, tried to make a run at bantamweight, couldn't put it together, went back to featherweight, and since then has been absolutely sensational. This guy really put all the contestants in his bracket on notice with a semifinal win over Chang Min Yoon. Beautiful sweeping left hook that set up the round 1 TKO, which was very surprising coming from the karate-based fighter. He really got out there, got in the pocket, used his hands to punch his ticket to the finals.
Pretty good on those names.
You like that?
Yeah.
I like that Saleh last name, though, dude.
Yeah, that's strong. Yi Jia, just one name, 29 years old from Sichuan, China. Coming off his first UFC win over Weston Wilson, a first-round knockout, just 37 seconds into the fight. So what a debut that was. A 2-time Road to the UFC participant, was the featherweight winner on Season 2, has a ton of experience. 31 pro fights, 26 wins, 13 of those coming by submission.
145.5, the official weight for Yi Jia.
Yi Jia makes weight, one of just 3 active Chinese featherweights on the UFC roster.
All right, next fighter to the stage, one half of the lightweight road to UFC final, Sangwoo Kim.
Sangwoo Kim, this guy has been a lot of fun to watch. He's got a very interesting story. His nickname is Frogman, which comes from him being the equivalent of a U.S. Navy SEAL down in South Korea. And he's got a very militant approach in the way that he fights. He really is very systematic in the way that he makes his reads in round one, which led to him getting 2 round 2 finishes throughout the course of this tournament. And what I found very interesting for him, he's a very big lightweight. And coming into the road to UFC tournament, he was only 3-2 as a lightweight, undefeated as a welterweight, but opted, he wanted to fight down at 155 pounds. That's where he felt that he'd make his best run, and he proved it. Used his wrestling, used his fundamentals, and really fought fights in the open stance very well. I really like the way he approaches his fights.
Prelim, Jacob Mamba Malkoon.
This is one of my main training partners. I have been so fortunate to be a part of his career, his MMA journey. Throughout, from when we were young, he's been with me throughout the whole time. And I cannot stress how good his skill set is. He is the full package. His jiu-jitsu is next level. His boxing is so clean and technical. It's not flashy. It's not. He's so efficient. There isn't a single movement that isn't leading him towards his next objective. And he's got wrestling to back it up. And I will say, his strongest attribute that a lot of people don't know about
next
is
fighter
his
up,
third love.
competing in the bantamweight road to UFC finals, Sulan Zhangbo.
Now, this guy, you want to talk about a very bright prospect. You got to talk about Sulan Zhangbo. This guy was the youngest contestant in this year's Road to UFC tournament, and he's the cousin of longtime UFC fighter Sue Mudarji, and their styles are very parallel. They both have that woohoo Sanda style and a lot of kickboxing, a lot of sweeps, and he really likes to use that long guard. And we saw that in the Peter Daniso fight. He used a lot of lead handwork and feints to set up a beautiful uppercut. Really reminded me of the uppercut that Junior Dos Santos had over Fabricio Verdum. Flash and jab, threw the right uppercut, got a very, very devastating finish. And one thing that stood out to me that is so impressive, this kid had his pro debut at 17.
All right, next fighter up to the scale, competing
I didn't even have a driver's license at 17. I couldn't pass my drive test.
Are you going to take all the road to the UFC, guys?
Dude, that's my
I mean, my God. There's Cam Ralston, a 2-time Contender Series participant, got the contract last season, had his first UFC fight a month later in Perth, and all he did was stop Andre Petroski midway through the first round. He's riding a 5-fight win streak, and now he gets to fight in his hometown of Sydney. As he says, his mates can be at the arena in about 20 minutes, so that has to be pretty cool for him. Also a 2-time King of the Ring tournament winner.
84.5 for Cam Ralston.
So he had to win 3 fights in a night twice.
I just realized I think I said
All right, next up, back to the bantamweight road to UFC final as we welcome Lawrence Louis.
I'm like, did I say woohoo?
I think you probably did.
Oh, man, here comes Lawrence Louis, city kickboxing fighter. And it's funny because when you think about city kickboxing fighters, you think about the feints, you think about the footwork, you think about the long guard. The feints and the footwork are there, but he kind of fights with more of a boxing shell. But this is a kid that used he had to fight a fighter, Niam Yen Yi, that had a lot of pressure and a lot of speed. And Lawrence Louis did a good job consistently applying pressure and spamming takedowns. And when he finally level changed, he got his opponent to bite on the level change through a beautiful overhand right. Followed up, got the finish, and punched his ticket into the finals. But I liked speaking to him in the fighter meetings. He was a very insightful guy, and he said he spent a lot of time before entering the Road to UFC tournament focusing on his mentality and just his spiritual well-being. And it paid his dividends for him because look where he's at, on the brink of getting a UFC contract.
All right, Mauricio Rufy. Man, if you guys like striking, this is the guy you got to watch. He's exciting as you could possibly get as a striker. He's knocked out Kane Green with that crazy spinning knockout kick. Do you guys remember that spinning back kick? Put him out cold.
Awesome.
He is nasty.
Yeah, and he switched up his training a little bit and had
Yeah.
jumped continents.
155 and a
So,
quarter.
yeah, he was on a
Official weight
3-fight
for
win streak,
Mauricio
takes his
Rufy.
first loss to Saint Denis, and then goes out and trains with Volkanovski. I don't know if he's
All right,
leaving the
next
fighting
man up,
nerds
we
for good or
welcome the
not.
middleweight
but
veteran Cody Brundage.
That's a big move. Cody Brundage, 2-time Division II qualifier in wrestling. Really good wrestler. You know, he had some. He actually gave Bo Nickel a pretty good run for his money up until it was over. You know, he's has his ups and downs, but he's a tough kid. Heavy hands on the feet.
That was my biggest thing with Cody. I think he's inconsistent.
He sometimes makes mistakes. You know, he just makes mistakes when he shouldn't make them.
I think it's stuff that goes on between the ears at times during the fight, which is the hardest thing to tame. Is your thoughts?
Looks like they're
184 and 3/4
all right. He's under.
pounds. The
They're
official
taking
weight
their
for Cody
time.
Brundage.
Isn't that the worst when you know you're on weight?
Yeah.
And they're taking their time. You're like, there's no.
freaking
They're bringing
out.
somebody else from the side.
Yeah, and you're already dry. You're like, no.
Welsh gangster Oban Elliott.
Oban Elliott is up. We spoke about Mikhailov earlier. This fight was supposed to happen last year, but he got sick, I think, day before the weigh-in. Like I said, there is nothing worse than getting sick. Like you've done all the work, but you can't quite get there. But I think it plays in his favour because I didn't like his last fight, fighting against the Southpaw. I feel like there was work to be done there. I feel like he could have fought for the outside foot a lot more. He could have utilised those kicks, done better things straight down the pipe. He had trouble with the takedowns. I think the extra time working against the Southpaw only plays in his favour.
Pounds, the official weight for Oban Elliott.
He makes it.
All right, next man to the scale, charged with kicking off the main card on Paramount Plus in the lightweight division, Perth WA's Quillan Salkild.
Quillan would have to be one of the biggest rising stars in Australia at the moment. He is absolutely tearing it up. And honestly, look at his moustache, man. I feel like it gets stronger every time he wins. But the thing about Quillan is that he's the whole package. He has the entire skill set. He's proven that time and time again. We thought he was a heavy-handed striker. Then he just wrestles all fight.
155.5, the official weight for Quillan Salkild.
Then he goes back to his heavy hands with that beautiful head kick knockout against Nasrat.
All right, next man to the
notice,
stage. One half of the co-main
short
event,
notice, I should say.
ranked UFC lightweight contender Benoit, God of War, Saint-Denis.
Benoit Saint-Denis, this guy's a beast. All 16 of his wins are by finish, so he is a finisher. Had back-to-back losses in 2024, ended up switching it up, ended up getting his first MMA coach, like a real MMA coach, and since then he's been completely crushing it. He's on 3-fight win streak in 2025.
155 3/4 pounds, the official weight for Benoit Saint-Denis. That makes your co-main event official.
It's just crazy to think if you've been training the majority of your career without an MMA coach, and he's
All right,
been
next
as,
man to the
accomplished
scale,
as he
competing in a
is. Imagine what he
featherweight
could do now.
prelim.
God of War is such a cool fight name.
Con Ofley, the tough 32 finalist for Team Grasso. He's a jiu-jitsu black belt, very good on the ground. He has 7 first-round finishes, 7 by submission, and he's won 10 of his last 12 fights.
They're taking a minute on this scale, huh?
Yeah. I guess they don't have it in the right spot or something.
145 1/4, the official weight for Con
So they
Ofley.
build suspense.
Oh, right? They're doing it.
All right, next man to the scale, one half of the featured prelim on Paramount Plus in the light heavyweight division.
Hello, everyone. My name is Billy Elicana. I'm fighting out of Parada Training Center and Uprising MMA in Las Vegas. Hey, Robert Whitaker. I'm in Sydney. I've been looking for a good local spot to eat. Help a brother out.
Man, this guy's got tons of potential. Do you have any place for him to eat?
I have too many places. How much time does he have? How much time does he have? He will love it. And I know this. Samoans love to eat, man. They like our food.
Hey, he took a fight on short notice against Bogdan Guskov, who just had a close split decision with Jan Blachowicz. So to take that fight on short notice and to have a very close... He won the first round against him.
204, the official weight for
I called
Billy
some of his fights for
Elicana.
LFA, and I can see the potential for sure.
He's got potential. I think he might be a little small for the weight, but he's got all the tools. They had talked about it on his
All right,
first
next
fight.
fighter to the scale, competing in a prelim in the middleweight division.
My name is Therese Finney, fighting out of Gilroy, California, from Macon, Georgia, and I'm here in Australia to get my pork chop. My granddaddy always says, don't let nobody take your pork chop. Hey, we here in Australia, my pork chop will not be taken. Let's go get it.
Well, he'll have to take it from Jacob Malkoon. That's who he's facing, a 27-year-old Contender Series alum. Was on season 7 and 8. He's undefeated.
185
Won his pro debut last April.
Therese Finney.
And, of course, he's been training with DC at his academy there in Gilroy, California. Played Division
All right,
I
next man to
football
the scale,
and
kicking off the
wrestle
main
at
card in
University
the
of Tennessee,
lightweight
Chattanooga.
division.
I'm Jamie Malaki. I'm fighting out of freestyle MMA. Bobby Knuckles, I want to know what I've got to do to win this fight.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I don't like Australian on Australian. Like in the UFC scene, we have the entire globe to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been gone for nearly a year and a half and stamped his return to the octagon with a unanimous decision win over Rolando Bedoya last September in Perth. Central Coast native back in his homeland for his second fight in a row. And he is taking on Quillen Southkill, and that is going to be a tough test. One of Volk's training partners at Freestyle MMA, and said this is a great opportunity to kind of swoop in and steal the hype from Southkill.
The road to
really
UFC lightweight final, Dom Marfan.
Oh, this is my guy, Dom Marfan. Love the nickname Street Buddha. And listen, this is a very insightful kid. And what I love about Dom Marfan is him and I have a style that's very equal. Like, he's a very long, lanky guy for the weight class. He's a guy in a world full of people trying to fight for underhooks. He will give you the underhook. He loves the overhooks. He loves to drape over his opponents. Just got a very grappling, heavy-based style, but still very fun nonetheless. When I asked him about this fight, he said camp was a little bit rough at first. Had to overcome a few little nagging injuries and a little bit of sickness, but he said it came together at the end.
For Dom Marfan.
And he says, I don't feel like this guy's a crazy finisher, not a big threat, so it feels like he can relax 100% and just do what comes to me. So,
final,
room for the Street Buddha. Love the kid. Oh, and here's my boy, Ichiro Nakamura, a student of Yushin Okami, but inspired by Conor McGregor. And the crazy thing is, when you actually watch this kid fight, he does fight like Conor. He likes the long guard. He's got that step-back left hand, and he loves to use his boxing feint. So he is a guy that's inspired by Conor, and not only in what he's done in the sport, he's very inspired in the way that he fights, and he uses that in the way that he implements his game. And he was truly tested in the semifinal against Kai Wen, got dropped in the first round and found a way to battle back, really showcased all of his skills in that fight. But this is a kid that's very much a very fun
next
fighter
up, first
to
of
watch.
two fighters competing
the
for
Yushin
the
Okami
road to
shout-out.
UFC flyweight final. Namshrey Botbayar.
That's a fun one to say. I tell you what, the Mongolian guys give you a handful when you're going over their names. But when you talk about Botbayar, this is a guy that there's a sense of fearlessness about him when you watch him fight. He's not afraid to wade into the fire and get in the pocket with fighters that are known for their power, known for their abilities on the feet. And even if a guy is a grappling base, he will challenge them in the grappling. He's very much
the official weight for
a fighter that likes to fight fire with fire. So I love his approach in his fights. He's very heavy-handed. He's got slick back control, and that's what led to him getting 2 finishes over the course of the tournament.
All right, so we have 4 left to weigh in, a couple of heavyweights. Junior Tafa, one of those who has to weigh in as well. We want to keep an eye on him, make sure he's making weight. Dan Hooker, kind enough to join us now. The most experienced man on the card. Dan, did you know that, making your 24th walk? Nobody on this card has more experience than you?
Well, I was thinking about that too. I was thinking, how many fights have I actually had? And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, this is going to be my 24th fight. And then you see, and then I looked up and I seen that Jim Miller had 538, and I was like, it made me feel.
That's hysterical.
You got a long way to go to catch up Jim Miller.
I got a lot. Yeah. As long as Jim, I looked up. Jim Miller makes me feel like a kid. He makes me feel like an absolute baby.
I'm an old man, and he makes me feel like a kid. So I feel you, Dan.
Easy, not you. Everybody else is,
That's
but
fair.
not you.
Fair. You've said that Benoit is the most aggressive fighter that you've faced, and you've faced a lot of great ones. Do you fight fire with fire, or do you have to adjust your game and maybe pick your spots a little more than normal?
Oh, I think he's like aggressive, but a lot less, maybe not at the right time. You know what I mean? Like he just he goes for the finish. He is pretty new to the sport in comparison. I've been doing this professionally. I started my fighting professionally at 19, and he hadn't even started thinking about the sport at that point. So he just hasn't been doing it as long of a time. So I think he just does that because he's technically not that sharp of a fighter, so then he uses aggression to kind of make up for it, which is smart. It's a very smart tactic.
G'day, Dan. How are you, brother? Now, let me say, firstly,
oh, yeah, bro.
I've only become more of a fan of yours in like every fight you have in the recent years. Only become more of a fan. I think your mentality is next level. Tell me what your mentality is going into this fight. Everyone's saying that Denis is going to come in. He's going to be aggressive, but you love aggression. You love these dogfights. I see your record. You know, I see the names that you have been fighting. You have been fighting the who's who of the division. Like, so tell me about how this headspace is going to take it over, Denis.
Yeah. He's tough, but I'm tougher. That's just what it's going to come down to. We're going to have a good old-fashioned tough off. But I'll back myself. I feel like I just feel like I'm tougher than he is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just tougher than he is.
Yeah, I 100% back you for that. There is no doubt in my mind that Denis is going to try and take you down. Okay, I think you have the best anti-wrestling game. Your straight knees, the weapons you have on your back. I think it's top notch. Can you tell me, has that been? Have you had to work around that during the camp, or is it just another day in the office for you?
Yeah, no guillotines. There's no more guillotines. Never. That's done. Like, it's just done. It's like it's stuff I've done and made mistakes. I lost a fight against an Australian guy, Rob Lucida, in 2010. So 15 years ago, I lost a fight, and it was the exact same thing. I tried guillotine him, he'd take me down and bash me with elbows. Next round, I'll try guillotine him, he'd take me down, bash me with elbows. So it was like, I learned that lesson so long ago that I forgot that lesson, and then so I had to relearn that lesson again.
What's up, Dan?
Like, it's funny that I've been doing the sport so long that I've made every mistake, but now I've been doing it so long that I've forgotten about the mistakes, so I'm making the mistakes again.
It's crazy. That's what happens with experience. Sometimes it just goes backwards.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Hey,
too much experience.
Too much experience. So you just got done fighting two wrestlers, Arman and Gamrot. How do you compare them with Benoit Saint Denis?
I feel like they're all very different. They got different approaches. There's like Gamrot's good at taking guys down, but not necessarily keeping them down. Arman takes him down, but he's good at holding guys on the floor. So I feel like Gamrot kind of gave me a false sense of security coming into the Arman fight, whereas I feel like Saint Denis more Arman style, where he's good at getting guys to the floor and controlling them as well. So I just have to be even more disciplined about my takedown defense.
Gotcha. Why you just fought 2 months ago? Why did you feel it was so important to come back so fast?
I jumped on the card because it was Sydney. That's the first thing and the only thing that I said yes to. My manager called me and he just said, do you want to fight in Sydney? And I said yes. And then I said 3 rounds or 5 rounds? He said 3 rounds. I said double yes. And then he said Saint Denis. Like, Saint Denis, I was expecting, and because you kick yourself when you're down and you're just like, as soon as you lose a fight, you're like, I'm the worst fighter in the world. You know what I mean? So I was expecting them to put me against some nobody no one's ever heard of. And then my manager goes, oh, no, you're fighting the number 8 in the world on a 3-fight win streak. And I was like, oh, well, that's not that bad. I was like, I mustn't suck that bad if I still have to fight the number 8 in the world.
Well, Dan, you're definitely still at the top of the heap, but it's good to see you again. You know, and you mentioned that, you know, you jumped at the opportunity to fight on the Sydney card. So I just want to take a little stroll down memory lane. You've had a lot of big fights in Australia and New Zealand. So I was just curious, of all the fights that you've had down under, which one has been your favorite and why?
Down under. No, it's been. It wasn't until John Anik. I didn't even know about it, but John Anik, we had the production meeting. He goes, you know, you're 7-1 in like Australia and New Zealand, and I was like, oh wow, that's actually not that bad. My favorite one, maybe maybe Ally Quinta in Melbourne. That was cool, just because it was 56,000 people or whatever.
So I can't believe he is remarkably spry. I mean, you have so much energy compared to a lot of guys we talked to right after the weight cut. And now you get 2 nights of sleep before you have to fight since you guys are in Sydney, right? Well, what is that going to do for you?
I was yelling at the team. I was going, this sucks. I said, I've got all this time to cut weight. No, it was because the weigh-in, they got me out of bed at 9 in the morning because the weigh-in's 3 p.m. So they get me out of bed at 9 in the morning to take me to the gym to cut weight. I said, the weigh-in's not till 3 p.m. I've got all day. I was like, I'm a panic worker. I can't do my homework until it's the night before it's due. Then I'm a serial procrastinator. So I was like, and now I have to wait 2 nights to fight someone? You're telling me I'm going to go to sleep, wake up, and I have to go to sleep again? I want it to hurry up. I'm not liking this whole 2-day thing.
I get it, man. I was a crammer in college too. Always waited till the last minute. Sometimes you work your best under those circumstances, but I'm sure it's going to be great for you. Dan, thanks for joining us, man.
No trouble, team. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing on the main card. Back for the first time.
I'm Tai Tuivasa, fighting out of Dubai. Hey, Rob, show the boys how to do a shoey.
I will never do a shoey, but I am so happy Tai is back. And if anyone has looked at this record, they know that a winning streak is coming. Yeah. It is right about time. And honestly,
65.5, the official weight.
Took a year off to work on himself, bring that love for fighting back in. I think he's done everything right. I still believe he's one of the most talented heavyweights to date still.
I've had a lot of fun nights. Not a lot. I've had some fun nights with Tai Tuivasa in mornings.
Did you do a shoey?
No.
My wife has still banned me from going out with Tai.
Yeah.
I'm still banned.
One.
I'm still banned.
I don't think KS is banned from going out with anybody. Like, I've had fun nights with Tai Tuivasa. I've had fun nights with D. I mean, there's
had some nights with you, Dan.
Yeah, we've had some
Chris Weidman.
No, don't you point fingers over here.
Actually, I've had a morning with Rob.
We had mimosas.
I'm a bad influence.
You're a great Bloody Mary.
So for Hooker, it's 2 months and a couple of days, right, since that loss to Arman. If that's you, are you taking longer to come back, or is it like, when you're coming off a loss, you want to get that taste out of your mouth, you want to fight as soon as possible?
Man, it just depends, but I feel like Dan's the type of guy that just kind of gets a little stir crazy, especially in a fight like that where, he's had layoffs from injuries. He had the really bad hand surgery that really set him back for a long time. So I feel like in a fight that he had against Arman Strickland, he took more damage at the weigh-in than he did the actual fight.
True.
So I think that he's the type of guy that he just doesn't do well having a lot of time between fights, and I can understand why he would want to jump on the Sydney card. And it's funny that he doesn't even know that he's 7-1 in fights in Australia and New Zealand. Like this, there's no better fight to right the ship, even if it's a shorter notice than you're used to. Like I keep track of my stats, so I would jump on that opportunity all day.
I don't keep track of any stats. Never have.
Stats.
But I think it's great. I think it's super smart. It's not like he got knocked out. He got put to sleep in a choke. And he was on a 3-fight winning streak before that. So having a card in his backyard to have that opportunity, why not jump in there, get back on your winning ways? And you got a great opponent like Benoit Saint-Denis, who's on this great win streak. You could steal that momentum from him.
I think I would worry if it was anybody else other than Dan Hooker.
Yeah.
I think the higher the chips are stacked against him, the better he performs. And honestly, if you compare the two guys' last fights, okay, like Denis didn't have a lot of work time, right? So he's fresh still. Yeah. Maybe that plays against him. Maybe the celebratory things go on too long. Maybe he doesn't get straight back in the gym. Dan looks like a guy who's ready to scrap at any time. He said he kicked himself while he was down, but Dan works best under pressure. And I back him.
And I do feel like, I don't know Hooker personally, but he seems like a fun guy. And I feel like a lot of time off for Hooker is probably not the best idea. For him to stay in the gym, have a goal in front of his face for something that he could accomplish, I think keeps him in the gym and keeps him, focused is what he needs to do.
Well, and one thing, too, that's worth adding is, like, outside of, like, he struggled against Islam, he struggled against Arman, two of the best, but, dude, he beat Mateusz Gamrot, who's, unarguably one of the better grapplers at 155 pounds. I will go out on a limb and say Mateusz Gamrot is a better grappler than Benoit Saint Denis. So I think that this is a tougher fight for Benoit Saint Denis than maybe the odds makers have it pegged. So I think this is actually a good fight for Dan. And I think the turnaround serves him well because he didn't take damage, still in shape. Just, jump right on the horse, make this guy have to travel, across the pond to come down to Australia. You're fighting relatively close to home. I think a lot of things are really, directing into Dan Hooker's favor in this fight.
Yeah, and then those wrestlers like that he lost to, they're outliers. Like, I still think he is the anti-wrestling king. I think the weapons he utilizes in the octagon against those guys are next level because he will get up at some point.
Yeah.
And I've seen Denis slow down.
Yeah.
And most guys slow down. Most guys.
Yeah.
Except the outliers that he's lost to, who were some of the best in the world.
Yeah.
So I believe he has the advantage in this fight, but that is to be seen.
What's so
it's
interesting?
also the knee up the middle and the guillotine. Benoit Saint Denis almost got caught in a handful of guillotines when he fought Dustin Poirier.
Dan said no more guillotines.
But I was going to say, exactly. I feel like the guillotines have kind of fallen off. I feel like they're way harder to hit because if you see him when he's tried to hit him on guys, when he was trying to do it on Armand, he had it on perfect a couple times. And that little spinning alligator technique that everybody's doing, as soon as the choke comes on, they just basically turn up, and it takes away the choke and they spin through and get out.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Can I say, if I tried doing that spin, I'd be dead.
You break your neck.
I'd spin once, and that's it. It's over. He's calling it off. I'm not spinning again.
And I want you to try to spin out of my guillotine.
You're not gonna. I'd spin right out of that thing. I don't care. With two neck surgeries and everything, I'm fine.
I don't even think I could get my arms around your head.
No, my head. Those little arms that you have there, my size head.
Dude, we're only
you gotta go 4-finger grip.
We're only 40 minutes into the show before the first fathead joke.
Don't worry.
For Weidman. There's going to be more to come.
Be organic. That was a layup. We're talking about guillotines. I'm like, this is a layup.
You got a tiny head and very big ears, my friend. Yeah.
Do you reckon head size helps guillotines? Is that like a natural anti-guillotine thing?
I haven't been guillotined before.
that makes a lot of sense.
I've been concerned about guillotines as being a wrestler. I'm like, that'd be suck because the fight's just over. You could do everything right, you get hit in a guillotine. But no, I've never been guillotined.
Well, in honor of Dan the Hangman Hooker, we're going to play our first game of the show. All right, we're going to play a little Hangman.
We're doing games? Let's go. Let's start having fun.
All right. We need teams. So I'm going to pick my teammate.
Let's go. Me and Rob. Me and the champ.
Yep. I was going to pick Kies anyway.
Yeah,
so
I don't want
Let's go, baby.
Come on, dog. Let's go, baby. We got this.
All right. This is going to be anything MMA. It can be a term. It can be a person. Anything MMA related. All right?
Something MMA.
All right. All right. So I'm going to have something in my head. And then you guys are going to have guesses, right? And we're going to draw the...
They better tell you something MMA related on the earpiece right now because...
All right. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hangman.
3, 4... That's a lot of...
That's
you
a
sure
big
you got
word,
that right? That's 9 letters.
Okay.
That's a big
You got to do a 7 like this here.
There we go. I forgot how to play Hangman, I'll be honest.
This. You go here, and then we'll do a little stage.
Yeah.
No noose.
So the letters you get wrong, I'll write them over here.
Okay.
So,
okay. Oh, we don't get the guess. We just do letters. All right, go ahead, Rob.
All right. Got to start with the vowel.
Vowels.
What did he say? A. Yes, right here.
Yes.
Okay.
I got wrong.
Oh, hold on.
Wait.
No, I was spelling. I was spelling Hangman. There's no A.
Okay, no A. So this is letters.
All right.
Nick, draw ahead.
E.
Yes. Right here. E.
Yeah, can we get a bigger head, a Weidman head on there, please?
Yeah, get a Weidman head.
Yeah, there you go. Peter Griffin.
There you go.
Okay, so
E right here.
E right here.
E there. Okay.
I'm going to tell you what it is.
Ooh.
Right?
Weidman's never going to get this.
Is it something to do with...
You can't guess yet. You got to keep going, dude.
You go ahead.
You can't.
Do we just stick with vowels?
If you get it wrong, you lose.
I think so.
You remember the vowels?
There's got to be more. I?
Yeah, that's
There's got to be more. There's got to be more.
Nope.
No.
No I.
All right, S.
Here's Weidman's little body.
S. 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 The letter S.
No.
No?
One arm.
And here's one of Weidman's long arms because he has long reach.
He does have long reach.
D?
There you go.
Can we get a topic?
Yeah, because that was coming up like a leg. Like, dude,
Okay, I'll give you a hint. This happens inside the octagon.
It's a move.
We already gave you a clue.
See.
See?
I'm not doing too
no.
well in this game.
No. D.
Yes.
Yes. Let's go.
Right there.
Go ahead. You want another letter?
S.
Oh, we did S.
Oh, we did.
No, that should be. Oh, that should be.
that'll count.
E. No, I did it.
Okay.
They're my favorite letters. I don't have many left.
Rob,
R.
yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
De Ritter? Something?
No.
Oh,
You're
wait.
out.
Oh, I didn't know
You're
you.
out.
You're out. You're out. You can't guess.
Here, I'll fill it in.
I didn't know this.
You guys, I know you're not MMA experts like I am, but
Under.
Hook.
Under.
You know, that's one of these. When you go like this, this is an overhook.
all right.
All right, let's see what you guys got.
You know the underhook? That's pretty impressive.
All right.
All right, yeah, keep that there. Oh,
Chris, you think
do
of
we
something.
collaborate?
Oh, we can't.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
We're gonna get this, Allie. Come on. Weidman's gonna try to get cute and come up with something big.
Just a couple of middleweight champs trying to play a little hangman and stump us. All right, remember I gave you guys a hint. This is hard.
they're going big.
This is hard for a Hofstra grad to count the letters.
I hope Chris knows how to spell it because I do not.
Oh, wait, I don't.
This is unbelievable.
I need to Google it. Oh, hang on. We got to do it. We got to
Guys,
Hang on. Let's do
guys.
it. Let's do it. Oh, God. I got one. I'll tell
How
you in a
many
second.
UFC champs does it take to count out the letters in a word?
Rob can't spell and Weidman can't count.
I can spell the first three letters.
Oh my God.
I can spell the first three letters.
All right, so there's
Is it
two
two
words.
words?
2 words.
Okay.
All right.
2 words.
Okay.
So we don't want to clue yet.
That's a good one.
No, we don't want to clue yet.
no.
A.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. This is like Cheech and Chong over here.
We're a good team.
We got this.
Beavis and Butthead. You got to pick a letter.
L.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Second letter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Teamwork, baby. Teamwork.
Okay.
Teamwork.
All
Very
right.
complicated.
I'd like a hint, please.
You can't get
Can't
it.
get hints.
I gave you a hint.
You didn't give us any hints.
Yeah, I did. I said it happens
It's-
inside the octagon.
Happens inside the octagon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought they were all supposed to be inside the octagon.
E.
Yeah.
That's how you draw an E? That's a unique way to draw an E.
I didn't do good in school.
Wow.
My elementary school wasn't good.
That was wild.
I do. I'm doing my capitals, so you don't make fun of me.
Oh my God. Oh, wow.
That E was wild.
Oh my
You're on
God.
my team.
My kids can't even teach me how to do it.
Let's take another look at the E. Look at this. He starts on the bottom and then, oh, wow. That's elementary.
That's the. I think I was taught that
They
way.
don't teach
nice.
that in elementary.
No.
Yeah.
That's special. That's a flair.
That's New York education right there.
We don't even have
Best.
a miss yet. We don't even have a body part.
I'm gonna go
Just
with
take a guess.
No.
yeah, take a
Take
guess.
a guess. Come on.
don't take
come
a
on.
guess.
You know
Don't
this.
lose. Don't do
You
that.
know it. Take a guess. Take a guess.
I'm gonna go.
I don't know about
with,
Truck notes.
I'm gonna go with a W.
Yes.
Oh.
Nah, he's got a small head. He's got
I
a
don't
small-
know.
Really?
What?
Really?
Smaller.
Oh.
Smaller head.
Tiny.
Smaller head?
Tiny.
Yeah. Little Kiesa.
Why do we have a tiny head?
And what do I have to do?
Over here. Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Wait for
go D.
Nope. Wow, the truck actually knows.
The truck does know. Our producers know.
Yeah, well,
Zach knows.
This is
Cody
so
knows.
easy.
it's because all you have to do is ask Zach GPT, solve this, and
Yeah.
we'll figure it out in 10
That's
seconds.
true.
Come on. Pick letters.
Hey, don't.
You guys are taking
don't
too long.
rush.
This is so-
Don't rush.
Have a
This is
guess.
taking so
Hey,
long.
hey, 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 hey. I'll take. I'm taking a R.
Yes.
Okay.
That was like a gimme.
That's an R.
What? That is not an R. That is a.
What is that?
That looks like a sad.
Is that how you do your R as well?
My arm, bro. Hey, yeah, I have a torn bicep, man. My left arm has a torn bicep.
Are you left-handed?
No. Guys, I have my master's degree, okay? I'm used to typing on computers.
In physical education.
You had to bring that up? You had to bring that up. All right? I just like to say I have my master's, bro.
There's got to be some more vowels in there.
I know.
Dude.
Just take a shot.
Oh.
Nope. An arm,
Hey,
maybe?
make sure you differentiate this D from an O.
I'm going to do a little leg.
At least Chris went for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, well, me and Kelly are real about
swing
winning.
for the fences.
Yeah,
Let's go.
He had a go.
Be aggressive.
Have a go.
You're holding yourself back from being great.
Crap.
Pick a letter and let's go.
Deep down, you know what it
will you
is.
stop? Okay, I'm going to say...
The show's going to be over soon.
I know. That is.
They don't have the music for this.
Okay.
They're telling us to wrap it up.
Hey,
Guess. Oh, crap.
Yes.
Oh! Calf slicer!
Damn it, yes! Damn it! Why'd you pick F? They told you on the earpiece.
No, they did not.
No, they didn't. We're just
100%.
smart.
So what does that mean now?
That was great.
They get a belt?
Yeah.
That was great. You want to hear a funny calf slicer story?
I do.
We tried.
First
I don't
and
know if I
only.
messed that up or not.
Yeah, you see, that would've been-
Trucifix. I got it in my head.
I've been with UFC for
I think I
about
got it in
6
my head.
months.
Yeah.
And
We were going to do crucifix, and then we realized we couldn't spell it.
they had. I couldn't
started
see
panicking.
exactly
You
what
don't want
was
to screw
going
that up
on.
on TV.
Looks like an armbar. Calf slicer finish.
Okay, punishment.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Brett John's calf slicer.
What is that?
What is that?
Is this Vegemite on a shape?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's a Vegemite. That's your punishment.
Oh, they got to eat Vegemite.
You guys
That's
you guys get vitamins. That's punishment.
What is this? It smells.
Mate, what do you mean?
Bro.
This is pleasurable.
I am not eating that, bro.
Why? I mean,
I'm going to throw up. I'm going to be nauseous.
One bite, dude. Everybody knows
Bro,
what
it
it is.
smells
It
disgusting.
tastes best in big gulps.
What does it
Really
taste
big.
like?
It tastes like
I need a napkin.
it tastes like
It tastes like
winning.
vegetables?
What does it taste like?
It tastes like winning. Look at Rob.
I did.
You
Make
enjoying
you
that?
stronger,
There's
bro.
no way you're enjoying that. It's like
Yeah.
oil. I have
What
to
do
do
you mean?
this.
Why do you think
I
we're
have
all
to
so
take some
good
more.
at
This
everything
is-
done in
Why
Australia?
even be a good sport?
I know, dude.
Bro.
You're wiping it all off.
No, bro, I'm telling you, this is
You
disgusting.
can't do that.
That looks like.
You can't do that.
Don't disrespect the Vegemite.
Yeah,
my
don't
God, this
disrespect
is
my
ridiculous.
country.
Yeah.
Hey,
I might have to throw up.
no.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Why would you do that? I have to spit in a garbage can right now. I need a garbage can. Oh my God, bro.
Mate, put hands on your chest.
Bro, that is,
Drink the Monaco.
it's like anchovies mixed up with something else. That is disgusting. That is,
Hey, slow down there.
I'm sorry, bro.
He just lost
Oh my
all of
God, it's
Australia.
super salty.
You're losing place. You don't have many places left. Like,
I'm not
you
going
just
to
lost
Australia
all of
soon.
Australia.
Bro, that is disgusting. That is absolutely horrible. Why would you eat that?
You're soft.
All right,
No,
here's
that
Junior
is
Taffa.
disgusting. Oh my God.
He is one of 4 left that we have to weigh in.
Multiple kickboxing champion.
I think-
Taffa.
Since he's moved down to light heavyweight, he's looked so much better.
He's got a 6-pack.
Yes,
I feel like he should have always been a light heavyweight.
Yeah.
I agree. He actually
In
looks
hindsight,
great.
obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes when you go from heavyweight, you're a big dude, and you come down to 205, you just don't look great, and you lose your muscle.
205 at a quarter.
He looks
the
good.
official weight
Well,
for
after him-
Junior Taffa.
After him moving down, I
Oh
think
my
he
God,
looked out
bro.
of shape as a heavyweight.
Chris,
That is literally poison.
stop crying.
It's not that
15
bad.
ranked UFC
Bro, that is
heavyweight
disgusting.
contender,
That is
Taliesin
disgusting.
Teixeira.
Do I have Taliesin?
Taliesin Teixeira.
Oh, you have him.
No?
Oh, Taliesin Teixeira, man. Listen, guy was undefeated, 8-0. He's a jiu-jitsu black belt. He's won a bunch of tournaments in jiu-jitsu, but he knocks everybody out. 8 knockouts. And then he comes in his UFC debut and goes against Derek Lewis. And it was kind of there was some controversy. A lot of people thought it was early stoppage.
Do you
think it was early?
Teixeira.
I don't think it was going to get
I
much
didn't
better.
like the way I didn't like the referee stopping at that point, but I do think he was going to eventually lose. Like Derek
Yeah.
Lewis was about to crush him. and it was going to be a problem.
All right, we're going to cleanse your palate.
Bro, it's just so
with
It's not that bad.
something that's awesome.
All right, thank God for Monaco.
It's disrespecting my country.
I got to
Well,
drink my.
Have you ever had a bloomin' onion?
Hey, beers, guys, come
Do
on.
you know really?
No, I
Oh, this is right from the Outback. Mackenzie, where's Mackenzie Pavicic?
Well, then you kind of ruined the surprise, but it's fine.
Oh,
It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
It's all good. Well, the amount of brain cells it took for you guys to play 2 games of,
I know.
of
Oh, this is my
Halo.
favorite
That's
Australian
not fair.
dish.
So, okay, Rob, I know you came
This
all the
I'll
way
eat.
here.
That's not fair.
You flew all the way here to Vegas. We figured you're probably homesick, and my thing is like I feature some food, right? The local flavor. So I thought, what better than the
There you
fine
go, Chris.
Australian
Wash it down.
cuisine of
Thank
a
you.
bloomin' onion?
Yeah, excellent.
Have you had a bloomin' onion?
I have not.
Do you know what, like,
I heard
wait,
they
what-
serve them
what?
up well here. So,
They do.
so I was like,
Wait, you've never had a
since
bloomin'
I'm in
onion?
the area.
This is the only Australian food I think I like now. But you guys have good flat whites. The coffee.
Yeah, you do
Oh,
have
the
good
coffee,
coffee.
yeah,
I
that
wanted
is
to
good.
feature
How
the
have you not
coffee,
had a
but
delicacy like a bloomin'
you've
onion?
never had your own country's.
Crazy.
I don't think you can claim anything deep fried.
That's
as a
the native
country
food of
delicacy.
Australia.
It is not the native food.
It's literally from Outback
You know what was more
Steakhouse.
native? Was the thing Chris spat all
Hey,
over on the floor.
Try
It's
this.
true,
All right,
it's
let's
true.
do it together. You rip some off. You get this at Outback
well, do you wanna
Steakhouse. It's
see-
unbelievable.
It's like an onion ring.
How
Go
it's
like
made?
this.
It's
Hey,
made
but it's
dude,
blue.
you want to know a funny story?
This is not going to taste like what you
gonna
just
get
made.
I'm
stuff
not
all over
making
my
this
shirt.
up. It's funny that Rob's here. It just made me. My wife would vouch for me on this. I had a dream like 2
That's
weeks
very
ago
good.
that I was with Steve Irwin and he like tried to hand me a snake and it bit me and I was like about to die. And I'm like, babe, I had the craziest dream, dude. I had a dream I was with Steve Irwin. He handed me this really poisonous snake, and when he went to hand it off to me, I went to grab it. It freaking bit me, and then I woke up.
And then he
Bro,
took you to Outback
That's
Steakhouse.
that's a
They
weird
took me to Outback
Because
Steakhouse for
he's
certain
Australian.
terms.
That doesn't sound like a dream. That sounds like an onion.
Okay,
bro.
pass it on down. This
it's
is how
happening.
the lovely bloomin' onion is made, in case you were wondering.
Right here in the Meta
You like
Apex
it?
in the new kitchen. So the bloomin' onion. Have you ever been to Outback Steakhouse in the States?
I have not.
Okay.
We gotta take him.
Well, because
Okay, well, this is
just
your
because-
first taste of it.
Because of like what it is, right? I live in Australia.
Can you give us like your best Yelp review of the Outback
Yelp.
bloomin' onion? Like, how many stars?
They don't have Yelp in Australia.
7 stars. It's a big onion ring. Would go again.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
7
yeah,
stars.
fine.
pretty
I
good.
think it only goes up to 5.
Hey, I
That's
can't
a
drink the
huge
beers,
sale.
but I can eat the onion.
Well, I feel like 7 is good, but not great.
But not great.
Oh,
that
it's
would
out
be
of
a-
10? You're doing out
I'll
of
be the
10.
judge of
And-
that.
And deep fried onions, like it's consistent. You know what you're getting every time
yeah.
you order it.
That's
Okay.
nice.
Now, are you going to
but
go to the
there's-
Outback to
Now we're talking.
celebrate successful
I
weigh-in
live
show?
in Australia.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we got you.
This is
I don't
the
need to
one
go
restaurant.
to like your tourist.
This is the only
I
Australian
actually think
restaurant
you'd
in America
really
is
enjoy
Outback.
it.
You got to enjoy
Is
it.
everyone in there that works there Australian?
Definitely.
I hope so.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, the accent might be a little off.
Every chef is Australian.
Yes, absolutely. I'll leave that for you. I have
Yeah.
more,
Just so you
treats
feel at home.
for
Don't
later.
put it in me.
But we,
gotta
yeah,
keep
no,
eating,
we
bro.
figured homesick, you know, might as well give you the onion.
I'm sure
Welcome
it's
to Vegas.
racist to some way, somehow.
And that is
We
my
We wouldn't
review.
do that on this show.
I'm sure.
No, we don't
I don't,
cross that
I don't know
boundary.
how, but it is.
Only DC
So good.
gets
I
racist.
haven't had fried food in like a month.
Thank you, Mackenzie. You know, I got a guy who I'll bet you would eat this bloomin' onion.
Oh!
Tai Tuivasa
I'll eat
would
the
have
whole
himself some
thing.
bloomin' onion. How you doing, my friend?
I'll eat the whole thing.
Yeah, damn right you'd eat the
Oh,
whole
good,
thing.
boys.
It is it is good to see you back. We did not see you in 2025. You said you wanted to you needed to want to fight before you fought again, and now you want to fight. How did you get that hunger back?
Oh, it doesn't take me long to want to punch someone. So, but I needed it. It was good to chill with the family for a bit, get fat, rest, eat those onions. But it's time to go to work now.
And speaking of work, you've been doing some work with Cyril Gahn over there in Dubai. What was that like to train with Cyril?
Yeah, real good to train with Cyril. I get along with Cyril good, so he's a good fella.
G'day, Ty. How are you, brother? It is so good to see you again. See you back in action, my brother. Now tell me.
Hey, Shay, Rob. How are you, my bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I wish I was there to see you in person. But you took the year off to ignite the fire. How was it, like, sitting back with the family? Did that drive, that hunger? Because obviously you're a fighter. You've been a fighter since the day you were born. But how did what was the difference? Like, did you feel that hunger, that itch, not just that itch to fight, because you always feel like the fight, but that drive to want to camp, to want to get into training, to want to get out of bed, put the food away, get back to work, you know what I mean?
I just to have the time off, like I was just doing fights, in camp, you know how it is.
Yeah.
And getting losses and stuff like that is just, I was on a shit roll. It was just a shit time, so I thought instead of hating it and not wanting to do it, I need to have a break, and that's what I did. And then I paid for it when I went back to the gym. Just fat as fuck.
Yeah, I 100% understand, because I myself have taken a break, because you're right. You're 100% right. It just wears on you. Going from camp to camp, you lose yourself. You realise you're not present. But tell me, this year off, you know, and then this camp going into this fight, any new tricks? I still think you're one of the most talented heavyweights on the roster. Any new tricks we can expect in this next bout?
I don't know about new tricks, but I've been trying a few new things with the boys over there at Triple Free. Been doing a little bit of wrestling. Doesn't mean I'm going to do shit, but it might add something to the game a little bit. So, but I'm ready for 2026, and I'm definitely ready to start it off in Sydney, that's for sure.
Tai, you know, I was really curious. You took some time off. You get back into camp, and I was just curious, like, what's the biggest improvements you made headed into this fight? Maybe in some areas that you lacked in previous fights, just in these last couple. I'm just curious, like, what improvements did you focus on headed into this fight?
I've moved back to Dubai. I feel like I do really good work over there. It's more locked in. I had to get away from a lot of my side gigs, my businesses and stuff like that. I always try to keep myself busy, but I think I was trying to do too much at a point there, you know, and business, fighting, fucking losing. I'm just ready to win, bro, and get my money up again, to be honest. And I had a year off and I missed my paychecks, that's for sure.
Tai, what's going on? What do you expect out of Taliesin?
Yes.
He's a jiu-jitsu black belt, but he likes to stand with people and knock people out. Like, what do you think his game plan is going into a fight against you?
He'll be trying to knock me out like I'm trying to knock him out, I suppose. But I don't think he's going to have a good time doing that. So we'll see.
All right, Tai Tuivasa, 4 performance of the night bonuses. Now that's worth $100,000. Tai, let's go get that $100,000 on Saturday night, my man.
I told you I missed my paychecks, and I'm going to start this weekend, I'll tell you.
Let's go.
There we go. Tai Tuivasa, good to have you back.
Shot, boys. Thank you very much.
All right, that was Tai Tuivasa. Time for a little rent-free. This is when a moment, one fighter stands out, kind of lives in your head rent-free from this card. I'll start. I'll get us going on this one. For me, it was Volk and Brian Ortega at UFC 266 in Vegas, the second title defense for Volk. And somehow, some way, he gets out of that mounted guillotine. There were 2 times when he probably should have been subbed in this fight, and he just comes out swinging. It really was the great escape, one of the great featherweight title fights that we have seen, Ortega and Volkanovski.
How about Benoit Saint Denis? This is the twofer. You got 2 things: the knockout over Matt Favola at UFC 295, and the finish. You're like, wow, this Frenchman can strike. And then he gets on the mic and calls out Dustin Poirier, and we're like, okay, LOL, that's a pay-per-view draw. 0% chance you're getting Dustin. And he got Dustin.
He did.
Well, I'm going Volkanovski versus Makhachev. He goes up in weight on 11 days' notice, giving up strength and size advantage, and he gives Makhachev one of his toughest tests he's ever had to date, and almost wins. Razor close decision. It just showed how great he is to be able to do that.
Well, guys, you guys are so serious all the time. You know, I wanted to keep things kind of fun, so let's run the tape real quick, and I'm going to tell you guys what moment lives rent-free in my head from all the fighters on this card.
Firstly, I want to shout out to all my people from the area, Peppers! And also, I want to let you know, everyone, I woke up, I pissed the bed.
That's awesome.
Everyone's pissed the bed before. SJFTA. We keep on going. The Penny Panthers.
That's amazing.
I think like the team he supports was playing like that day. Okay, it was like the grand final. Okay,
So that makes it okay.
this is my rent-free moment. I was cage side for this fight. Anyone who has seen this fight understands how crazy it was. Like, it was such a big slugfest. But there was a moment, okay, in the first round when Mark Hunt gets mounted, okay, and he got mounted by Bigfoot, and he's getting strikes rained down on him for no joke a minute. I'm sitting there, everyone in the crowd is screaming. I'm sitting there looking at Bigfoot on top of Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt's trying to punch him like this from the bottom of Mount for about a minute. A minute. Like, it is the craziest moment I have ever witnessed in a UFC event to this date. Not only rent-free, but of all time.
Almost as crazy as seeing Tai Tuivasa after peeing the bed. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was first on the scene. I saw him at the pool afterwards, and that guy, man.
I love that
expect the unexpected from a Tai Tuivasa fight. Expect the unexpected from the post-fight, the shoeys. I mean, that guy, he's incredible.
What I feel like you were partying with Tai.
That's what I said. I feel like we were partly responsible.
Yes, Rob.
I feel like we
probably
we had a
mimosas.
hand in that.
We probably fed him mimosas and mojitos.
Oh, man, because I remember I was there. I was there.
Is that an Aussie tradition?
This is why I'm banned.
To tell
So your
the
wife
world when
does
you
not
pee
let
the
you
bed?
hang out with Tai anymore. That's
No,
it. It's over.
I'm not allowed to hang out with most people.
You see, in America, we would keep that a secret. Is it an Aussie thing where you let everybody know when you wet the bed?
We all feel the same,
No,
but we never say it.
that's a Thai thing. That's a Thai.
I pee in the bed like once every
Don't act like you've never peed in a closet or something, RJ.
I'm more of a corner guy. I like to find my pee corner and make sure there's 4 of them at least. So
I
everyone's got
usually
their own.
just take dumps in garbage cans.
Yeah, we don't need to revisit this story.
Oh, you took a dump in a garbage can?
Don't.
And my wife's garbage can.
Don't.
I took an upper decker one time.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll tell you after this.
All right,
Also unfit.
let's stay with our Australia-New Zealand theme, because the guys from Australia and New Zealand have absolutely taken the UFC by storm in the last decade or so. Obviously, you have Rob sitting here at the desk with us, and Volk, and Izzy. So many champions, so many great fighters in the UFC. So let's go top 5 fighters born in Australia or the UFC or Australia or New Zealand in UFC history. We'll start with you, Weidman.
My first one is probably a guy that most people haven't heard of. My man Rob knows him, but
I have.
He doesn't love him. But I'm going George Satarablas at number 5.
I like him.
Yeah,
like
he's a nice guy.
we didn't see eye to eye in the house. That's
Yeah, because he was one of the coaches on the Tough Smash show. But he was on a 7-fight win streak. He was looking like he was going to become a title contender, and then he lost, and he lost a couple of times in a row after that. But he was looking really good. Then we move on to the champs. We got Jack Della Maddalena. And then from there, it just kind of goes old champs, and then how many times they were able to defend their belt. So it goes Whitaker, 1, Volk, 5, and Adesanya, 6.
I feel like you're making an excuse for having Rob at 3.
What do you want? What do you want me to put?
No, I know. But like,
I think that's a shoo-in.
Okay.
You think he should be
No, I
4
think-
or
Do you
1?
think I shouldn't be in there?
I think that's, no.
It's a bit
Extended
real awkward.
higher. He was just trying to explain. You know.
Okay.
that
So don't
didn't-
take
that
offense
joke
to
You
should
should
not
slide him
matter.
up a spot just because he's on
You're
set.
trying to separate us? Listen,
All right.
we're team.
Yeah, we're
team
tight.
over
I
here.
hope
Yeah.
that Rob, I'm going to read my list, but I hope that Rob has himself as number 1.
I hope he does.
Because
Me
too.
it was a
I don't know
champion from
if I-
Australia, I would put myself.
And then we got to argue against him and show him why he's wrong.
I just realized I got set up here, and I am number 1 on my list.
Yes, let's go.
I did not do that.
All right, Rob, what do you have?
This is my list, okay? So I'm going to start with the first guy to enter the UFC, okay, from Australia, Elvis Synossi.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right, he was just the first guy to do it. He was the guy that opened the gates. You have to pay respect to that. Next up, I got Mark Hunt. This is like a personal thing. And honestly, after I saw you put Jack Della, I probably should have thrown him in there.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
apologies. But Mark Hunt, okay, he lives rent-free in my head.
Yeah.
Big fan of his growing up.
Yeah.
He's an unbelievable guy.
Beast. Yeah.
Next up, I got Izzy. What else? What can I say? Okay, there's a big rivalry between us, but he's brought a lot of spotlight to the Australian New Zealand market. He's a great guy as well. We are now friends.
Yeah.
He tried to poison me once, but let's not talk about that. Next up, we have Volk. I have nothing to say about him. He is amazing. Though, I have nothing to say because everyone knows.
Yeah.
He's probably he's the greatest featherweight of all time. probably one of the best to ever done it.
Yeah.
Okay, Volk. And then apparently I have myself.
So
it's on my list.
So for
Rob,
you, for you and Volk, you have nothing to say because it's a shoo-in.
I am just a great dude. Like, I'm a straight up, top notch, killer fighter, but you know, I'm just a.
None of those guys have 6 kids.
Dude, a real true blue. You know? It wasn't me.
I love that.
Well, we'll start with my list now. Or we'll end with my list, I should say. I got Jack Della Maddalena at number 5, obviously. Has had a great run at 170 pounds. Won the title. Mark Hunt, for me, I wanted to put him at the top of the list because I'm such a big Mark Hunt fan. I grew up, before I even got to training mixed martial arts, I would just watch Pride DVDs over and over and over again. I was so infatuated with Mark Hunt, just being this small, stocky Samoan guy, just getting in these absolute wars. And I'll never forget one of my favorite cage side fights I've ever watched was his fight with Roy Nelson. Walk-off. To be octagon side for a Mark Hunt walk-off KO, I mean, there's nothing like it. Number 3, Rob, don't hate me. I got you at number 3, but you're number 1 in my heart. I got Izzy at number 2, and obviously Israel Adesanya. So much fun what he has done, what he did in the middleweight division when he was atop of the middleweight mountain. Such a fun style. I'll never forget Melbourne when he fought Anderson Silva and he did the hand behind the back. Matrix-esque type movements from him.
I thought you were going to do me dirty twice then.
No.
I thought you were going to do me dirty twice.
Number 1, I got Alexander Volkanovski. Listen, it's pretty simple. I'm such a big Alexander Volkanovski fan. My dog is named after Alexander Volkanovski. My dog is literally named Volk Champion Chiesa. That's how big of a homer I am. I think Volk is like inside the octagon, outside of competition. I mean, he is one of the all-time best guys in the sport. So that's my top 5. Shout out to my dog Volk at home. He's sitting with my wife.
It's a good dog name.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool dog name.
We hinged his name on the main event of UFC 314. We knew we were getting a male Frenchie, and I'm siding with Volk. I go, babe, hey, how about this? Whoever wins the main event, UFC 314, if Diego wins, we got to name him Diego. We're gonna have a French bulldog named Diego. But if Volk wins, we're naming him Volk.
That's hysterical.
Done deal. So that whole fight, I really wanted to name him Volk. That's what I really wanted to name him. And I was just walking on eggshells that whole fight. Just so much anticipation. And boom, I got a dog named Volk now.
Did you bring Volk? I thought you were going to
I was going to. My wife, she'll be here with me next weekend. So you'll get to meet Volk in the flesh.
Imagine a world where your dog's called Diego. That's crazy world. Like upside down. Honestly, like it was already in stone when you think about it.
100%.
Well, my goal is someday to have Volk meet Volk, so Volk can take a picture with Volk. You know what I'm saying?
I think you can make
I don't know if he's going to think I'm like a total weirdo or if he's going to think it's awesome. I'm hoping it's the latter of the two.
It's super weird to bring your dog and say, "Can I have a photo?"
Volk, will you take a picture with my dog?
I tell you, what would be weird is if you named your dog Robert. That would be weird.
Yeah, that's a little
that would
off.
be weird.
Yeah.
Volk,
that's worse than Diego.
Why's that so weird?
It's just too proper.
It's just a human
like
name.
Charles.
Robert. By the way, there are a couple of Kiwis that could be on this list eventually, right? You have Hooker, Carlos Olberg, Kai Kara France. None of those guys were on any of those lists, but perhaps down the road they could be. As for Volk, not your dog, but the champ, his legacy's cemented, right? Like no matter what happens, he's one of the all-time greats in the history of the sport. And he has said if he wins, he does continue fighting. But if he doesn't win, what more does he have to prove, Rob?
I don't know if he has any stone unturned. You know what I mean? I think he's done it all. I got it from the energy he's had all week. He's just doing this for the love of it. He's only in there because he enjoys doing it. It gives him a goal and a purpose to work towards, and he's running with it. And he's so good at it. He still obviously has it. He's not fading. He's not sliding. So, yeah, just run it as much as you can. Like his drive is obviously passion.
So let me ask you this before I know you were going to answer right after him. But
go ahead.
Bisping likes to say that the career arc for fighters is up, and then you're at the top, and you stay at the top, and then you start going down. You really don't go back up again. But Volk has kind of blown that theory out of the water, right? With 2 losses in the fashion in which he had those losses, and then to come back and win the title a second time. How long can you continue that arc at 37 years old?
Well, yeah, I could tell you that, I came here and then I just dropped off, so I understand what you're saying. It makes a lot of sense because, well, there's a lot of like reasons, Well, one, you start losing, now your confidence starts going down. 2, depends on, usually as you get older and you're in the fight game long enough, your body starts breaking down. You know, so you're trying to go back out there and you're trying to train like the way you used to, but now you can't. Things are hurting, you know, way worse. You're just kind of you're just broken, and you're trying to be the guy you used to be, and it's very hard to do.
Well, the thing that's so impressive for Volk too is obviously he's in this position where it's only big fights, but he's also in a position where if he wanted to compete and maybe take the safer road to stay in competition, like, hey, I want to take a step down and get a couple feel-good fights before I get myself back into a title fight with some of the guys he came up short against. No, he wanted to stay at the top of the heap and fight the best of the best, and I think that's so there's a lot of valor in that, I guess you could say.
And I think he has that goal, too, of beating Jose Aldo's record at featherweight.
Yeah.
You know, so he's got 2 more defenses to do that. I think he wants to go down as one of the greatest of all time. I think he's kind of up there.
He's already there, right?
Yeah.
He's already there as one of the greatest of all time.
Well, it's also just tough. Like, in the pinnacle of his career, you know, with all those defenses, beating Max Holloway 3 times in some of the great fights he's had, even the loss to Islam the first time, it's still, he was up there. But then he had a couple more losses. So it just depends on what you're looking at. If you're looking at the big picture and you bring in the later part of his career with some of those losses, it does slide him down a little bit.
But does it matter who he lost to? I mean, look at the guys he lost to.
No, it definitely matters who you lose to. But at the end of the day, when you're competing against guys like John Jones, Anderson Silva, Makachev, you know, it's just tough. GSP. There's just a lot of great guys out there, and some of them finished kind of on the top of the career. Look at GSP. Look at Gaethje.
Right.
You know, I mean, not Gaethje. Khabib.
Well, he can actually tie Jose Aldo for most featherweight title wins with a win on Saturday in Australia.
Most title wins, but not
title
defenses.
wins, not defenses.
Yeah.
Title wins. So he's has 7 now. He would reach 8, and then he would need 1 more to beat that.
I think he's an inspiration for all those guys, all the guys. Like, I think the average age, like all the champions, all the older guys, like it's creeping up. And he proved to everyone at 37, you can still win title fights if you have the right mindset. Right?
Look at Alex and look at Valentina. They're both. Exactly. We always say it's the 35 and older club. Like 35 is like I don't know what it is, and I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but I feel like 35 is the number you hear from so many fighters where it's like, I want to be done fighting at 35. But then you look, a lot of these guys at 35, they're at their absolute best, and now we're seeing people take it beyond that. Like I said, we got 3 champions that are in the 35 and older club, and they're still crushing it.
I also think it depends on how long you could stay obsessed for.
Yeah.
Because there's this book called the 10-Year Rule Book where someone could only be obsessed with something for 10 years. And at the end of the 10 years, you still might be the best in the world if you got to the pinnacle. But you're kind of leveling off, and it's going to start coming down. Mm-hmm. You know, as these other guys are coming up and they got that obsession, and it's going to kind of start overriding your obsession, and then that's when things start getting a little tricky.
Yeah.
So what I've taken from this is that this is my year. Right, at 35, just turned 35.
You're young.
You're young.
Just turned 35.
I just turned 35, so I
thought you were like 40.
I'm only on the up now. It's only green pastures from here.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Well,
you're in the prime of your career.
Don't talk to Bisping, because he'll tell you the other way. He goes, it's up and then it's down. There's no up and down, and down.
I can't understand him anyway.
Look, guys like him, he's looking at Volkanovski. He sees, listen, he had a couple losses in a row, and boom, he wins the title back again. So it's inspiring, and that's a big part of it too. Sometimes if you're on your own, there's nobody else to look at as an inspiration. It's hard, you know, but to have a guy like Volkanovski being that guy, being that role model and someone you could be inspired for, you know, it just really elevates everybody.
And it takes a special type of person. Oftentimes you're motivated by money, right? And what's that saying? When you sleep in silk sheets, it's hard to have that motivation that you did when you weren't. I think it was Marvin Hagler that said that.
You know, money, fame, like those type of things. It's weird now, because when I first started fighting, that wasn't the goal ever. Like anyone that was fighting around the time I started, that was not even a possibility. Fame and social media and real money, not really. But now you got these guys who day one in the gym, they want to be famous and they want to be rich. You know, so it's just a different mindset, you know, than what we grew up in.
I feel like, so there's multiple hurdles in a long career. There's multiple hurdles, multiple life changes. We were talking about this in the background. How I'm not the same person that I was when I was 22. I had no kids then.
Yeah.
I'm 6 now, and I'm a different guy. but also when you first start, and these are the guys Volk's up against now. The guys that they're living paycheck to paycheck. Like they want to beat you because that changes their life for them and their family. You know what I mean? That level of hunger is very hard to keep once you don't have to fight to survive anymore. Like Yeah.
Well, we've talked a little bit about Volk's legacy in terms of one of the all-time greats, but let's talk just featherweights, right? Top 5 featherweights of all time. RJ, we'll start with you on this.
This is the hardest weight class by far.
Oh,
it's not.
sure.
There's 5 guys. Like almost every other UFC weight class is like guaranteed. It's like John Jones 205, Anderson Silva 185, GSP was like it's. There's 5 guys. That can make the claim. So to that point,
I don't know about that, but let me hear your rationale.
It's pretty good list.
Company included. Number 5, ironically, I think a prime Ilia Topuria beats everyone else on my list, but he just wasn't at 145 long enough. He went 7-0, KO'd Max and Volk. And then he changed weight classes. So he just wasn't in the weight class long enough to do it. Right? That's it. Conor McGregor, also 7-0, KO'd Poirier, Mendez, and Aldo, and beat Max Holloway, undefeated. And again, went up a weight class, and so who knows how long would have done it. Jose Aldo at 3. If this list was most legendary featherweights of all time, it'd be Aldo number 1. He just has. It's hard to explain to people who didn't watch him through WEC.
His era was unreal.
The aura of Aldo was just something special to witness. But it's about the W's and the L's. So absolute legend. He was the best in the world from 2009 to 2015 when WEC was around. The best in that weight class was the best in the world. Max Holloway, number 2, 20-7. So since 2014, he only lost to 2 45ers. That's it. Those are the only 2. He lost to 2 featherweights. He beat Zombie, Allen, Yair, Calvin, Edgar Ortega, Aldo twice, Pettis, Oliveira, Swanson, and Ricardo Lopes. He cleaned up the division before he was champion.
What is your criteria?
Wins and losses.
Wins and losses. So you're taking their whole career into account.
The whole featherweight career, yes.
Okay.
Isn't that exact? Like, is there another criteria?
Yeah, like I'm more old school, and it was always who got the belt and then held the belt as long as possible. So let's go into
and then
my
number
list.
1, Alexander Volkanovski.
Yeah, without a doubt. All right, so I'm going with Ilya number 5. I think I had this switched on here. I had it right. Okay, perfect. Look at that. Yeah, Ilya number 5. Listen, he won. He's unbelievable. He gave up his belt, but he had no defenses. Okay, he did beat Jose Aldo, but Jose Aldo was. Oh yeah, no, I have it right. Yeah, and then we got Conor McGregor at number 4. He had 1 defense. Max Holloway had 3 defenses. Volk had 5 defenses. Then Jose Aldo was 7. I think when you just keep it that simple, it's just that much easier.
Yeah,
I think title defenses.
Because then you're starting to look at. After the peak of their career, when they start fighting a little bit longer. Like if you look at Anderson Silva, you said Anderson Silva is easy. He's 185 champ. But did you take in consideration all of his losses that he had after he lost to me?
He was
if you look
40.
at that, but if you're going by your criteria, that would actually matter. But if we're looking at him in the pinnacle of his career, you're looking at all of his title defenses.
I think title defense is the most overrated stat in this. Because you look at Max Holloway, half these names should have been title defenses, but he beat him before he became champion. Right?
I think you guys are thinking too much about it. It's like
that's always been our problem, Robert.
Should just be a gut feel.
We're overthinking.
I don't know if you realize this, but I'm a thinking man.
I think
master's degree.
I think this list would have been a lot more fun if we just went shoot from the hip, gun to the head, unpremeditated.
Exactly.
Get your top 5 because
everyone has the same 5.
Then it'd be a lot different. So I'm going to go with mine. Number 5.
You 2 guys can't come on the show and start running things. Okay, this is me and Helly's show and RJ's.
Thank you.
Amen.
You know what, Chris? Quiet down. It's Mackenzie's show, actually. It's more Mackenzie's show. It's more Mackenzie's show than yours.
You were in my visual peripheral.
Okay, I'm going to go with my top 5 now. So I'm going Conor at number 5. And I think Conor and Ilya, I think that both of them would have been higher up on my list had they not changed weight classes. So respectively, I feel like it's neck and neck. To me, I wish I could just have Ilya and Conor at a tie, but I can't do that. So I have Conor at number 5. Ilya at number 4. I think Ilya makes the top of that list if you have 1 more title defense at 145 pounds. But who else really could, make their way up that list for him to fight? And obviously, going up to 155 pounds was the right move for him. I got Aldo at number 3. Maybe there's a little bit of recency bias in this, given, he comes up short to Max Holloway. Volkanovski is the guy that beats Max Holloway 3 times. So that just pretty much sums up my last 3. Aldo at number 3. Max at number 2, and Volk at number 1.
Bro, these are supposed to be quick
but the one thing that you said, though, but also when we talk about in UFC history, now, if I was to go back to WEC, this list would be a lot different because I would have Uriah Faber in there. Because we got to remember, Uriah Faber
over Ilya and Conor.
If we were going UFC and WEC, yes, I would put Uriah Faber on that.
How many championships did Uriah win?
Zach, how many championships?
He defended the WEC belt once or twice, right?
Yeah.
Faber, I think twice he defended the WEC belt. But Faber's awesome, right? California kid, that's where I'm from. But like, what legends did he beat? Like everyone on this list has beaten someone else on the list. Like legends. Oh, Faber's awesome and ahead of his time. He had half his career fighting at 55. He's fought at 135, right? But like legends.
He had 5 consecutive WEC title defenses, which at that time, yeah. So if we were doing this, would be a different list if we were going WEC and UFC. But I can't factor those. If I was to be able to factor those into this list, yeah, that would shuffle.
You can't do the quality of opponents. You can't do the quality of opponents.
What universe?
Because look, all right, then we're gonna go to Anderson. All right, Anderson Silva. You look at the guys that he defended his belt against. Would you think those guys are amazing right now? Now you wouldn't think they're that good. Like Chris Lieben and
again, I think you guys are overthinking it. You guys are overthinking it. This is like
I'm not overthinking
it. When the task was assigned, gun to my head, I was like da 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 da. And
ChatGPT.
This is why I have the fight that I have. And you said, RJ, and I disagree with what you said. That's so hard to get. No, everyone's got the same 5. Like the same 5 guys are this like in everybody's.
So we're fighting for nothing.
Yeah, well, I guess.
That number 1 spot.
But you know what it is? It's about positioning. First up, I have Conor. I think he just made such waves in the division at the time, but he didn't hang around long enough to really cement anything. Okay. Next up, we got Max. Max is my 4 because whilst he like you said, he cleaned out the division before it was a thing. It was before it was a thing.
Before it was a champion.
Yeah.
Beat everybody.
But it gets harder as a champion. A lot more pressure is stacked on top. Okay, then he lost to Max, and then he lost to Ilya. After that, we have Aldo. Just because when I started, that reign he had, like the Aldo era was, this is probably just biased from me, but that Aldo era was
special.
Untouchable.
Special. Yeah.
Like Aldo, Renan Brau, like when the Brazilians were running through people, like and just staying at the top for a long time. Next up, we have Ilya. I feel like he has to be up the top of my list almost. Like almost at the very tippy top.
We didn't see enough.
Because of the work he did, though. Yeah, I understand that, but he dismantled great after great and then moved up the weight class and dismantled another great. I feel like you can't disregard that. I feel like you can't disregard the fact that he knocked out Volk and Max. And Volk's up the tippy top of my list because it's Volk, okay? He has defended it. He has ran that division since day dot. And it's Volk.
Not because you're Australian.
Biased. All my picks are biased.
Yeah.
Everything I've done on this show has been biased. So Volk,
you hide it well.
Volk's my number 1. Ilya's number 2. Ilya's really cool, but
full MMA record. Really cool. Volk is 31-1 at 145.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Bonkers.
That is sick.
That's crazy.
But Volk and Max,
31-1?
They were the boogeyman of that division.
MMA and UFC. It's just a UFC thing, but.
Volk and Max were running through people. They were running through. There was like fights weren't close until they fought each other, And then Ilya dismantled both of them.
Yeah, dude. That's why I think. Let's say Volk does lose Saturday. That's why I do feel like he does have to keep going because he needs that trilogy with Diego Lopes. Because right now he can only say the only featherweight that beat him is Ilya Topuria, who may end up the greatest fighter of all time. Right? Like he
could be the first 3 division champ. I mean, who knows?
Right? Like I think he can. If he loses Diego, they're 1-1, and you got to do the trilogy, right? Because then now he can say, I only lost to a guy who's probably going to be a 3 division champion, and I won the trilogy.
And then the other guys have to keep waiting. I mean, that's the hard part, right? Because a lot of people thought that.
I mean, they've made Movzar wait this long anyway, and Lerone wait this long.
Well, let's go another direction, another list. Quillen Salkeld had an unbelievable debut year. UFC debut of the year with that 19-second knockout, one of the best head kicks we've ever seen last year in Australia over Nasrat Haqparast. So he is one of several, and a couple of them on this card, who are going into their sophomore season. So let's go top 3 most anticipated sophomore seasons in the UFC right now. And Chiesa, we'll start with you on this one.
Well, I have an honorable mention, okay? So let's bring my list up real quick, peeps, okay? I do have an honorable mention. Malcolm Wellmaker's my honorable mention. He was rolling, has the short notice opponent against Ethan Ewing. Things don't go his way, but listen, I think he's going to bounce back. To have a short notice opponent and have to completely change your game plan for a young fighter, not enough of a veteran to be able to handle that type of big change. So for him, I still think there's a ton of upside for Malcolm Wellmaker.
It might have been the best thing to happen to him, right?
Absolutely.
Long term?
Long term, wakes up.
But number 3, Josh Hokett. I mean, Josh Hokett, listen, I'm not a huge fan of the interviews, but I've been in the training room with Josh Hokett when in 2018, I went down to California to train with my old wrestling coach, Gabe Schaefer. Shout out to Clovis. And I go in the room to wrestle with Josh Hokett, who's fresh out of high school. He ankle picked me, and I go to defend, and he cut my head. I had to get stitches. He took me down, and I'm like, who is this blonde-haired kid who ended up playing Division I football, being a 2-time All-American for Fresno State, playing for the 49ers. Now he's here in the UFC. I mean, there's so much upside to this guy. You have to see past the cringe.
I did.
Look, I'm not a fan of the interviews, but you can't disregard the skills and the athletic ability. I mean, this guy could really make a serious run in the heavyweight division.
Heavyweight ankle
I was super impressed.
Yeah. And number 2, Yaroslav Amosov. I mean, one of the biggest signees to come over from the other promotions. Debuts against Neil Magny. He burns through him like a hot knife through butter. This guy only has one blemish on his record. This guy went and fought the war in Ukraine and then came back to his MMA career. I mean, a fighter in every sense of the word inside the octagon and just in life in general. But I think that this guy's going to make some big waves at 170 pounds. And number 1, I got to go with my champ from Team Cormier, Daniil Donchenko, who fights Alex Morono next weekend. Listen, this kid eats, sleeps, and breathes mixed martial arts. I've never had a conversation with him about anything outside of his fish and fighting. That's all he does. Eat, sleeps, and breathes fighting. He'll be in the kitchen opening cupboards and elbowing him. Everything just revolves around the sport. And I just think that he's going to be a kid that makes a lot of waves. He's going to be a kid that wants to fight frequently. He puts on a lot of fun fights. We saw that in his finale fight against Rodrigo Sensenando. Beautiful elbows, beautiful striking. I think he's got a very fan-friendly style, and he's going to have a good year in 2026.
How interesting is his fish?
I gave him a fish.
Oh.
Pablito.
Holy smokes. This is usually faster, right? This is crazy. I'm just kidding. All right. Number 5, I'm going with Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico, unbelievable striker. One of the best wrestlers that we've seen in the UFC. Unfortunately, in his freshman season or rookie season, he lost in the first round to Leron Murphy, spinning elbow. But I still think this guy is going to show the world how good he really is. Then I got Quillen Salkild, 3-0 in his rookie year, 2 finishes, that great head kick. He's number 4. 3, Atiba Gauthier, all finishes in 2025. He just had his first decision this past week, and it wasn't the best performance, but I mean, 6'4", chiseled, knockout power with both hands. He's going to be a problem. Then Taliesin Teixeira, he's another one.
Did you do a top 5 list for a top 3?
Hey, Helly, this goes back to what I said. Robert can't spell and Weidman can't count. This is supposed to be
between the 2 of them, we have a kindergarten teacher.
Slow down there, buddy.
I have top 5. I must have sent them top 5. They only gave me 3.
You're the one bitching that we're taking too long.
This is crazy. I agree. I was like, can this be over with already? All right. Taliesin Teixeira.
Crucifix.
Ethan Ewing. Ethan Ewing is my number 1 guy. He beats Malcolm Wellmaker, who had a 3-fight win streak in his freshman season. And in that fight, he took it on 2 days' notice. He looked amazing, really well-rounded. I like Ethan Ewing.
On one hand, can you put what the number 3 is? Is this?
All right, I have a very unique perspective on my top 3 list because it's just 3, and since you did 5, you've named all of them. But I had Ethan Ewing at 3. What an incredible debut as a plus 330 dog. Quillen Salkild, self-explanatory. That head kick of Nasrat Hakparas was just nasty. And then Atiba Gauthier is coming off his toughest fight as a pro last week against Pulaev, and he still, for the most part, dominated that fight, even though it went to the scorecard. So he's now 4-0, and he started off his sophomore season in style. Robert?
Okie dokie. So I'm starting with Ethan Ewing. Guy comes in super late notice, okay, against a real up-and-coming guy's riding, has nothing but hype underneath him. Gets in there and turns it into a dogfight, takes it to him. Looks like he's been ready for this moment his entire life. Outstanding performance. Gets the win, okay? Took all the hype. So now he's running. Next up, we have Taliesin. He's a big guy with takedowns and jiu-jitsu that is... It's not seen as much in the heavyweight division. You can get a lot of the guys that are taking people down with good jiu-jitsu are causing a lot of problems and waves in that division at the moment. Okay, and lastly is my boy Quillen. He's probably my favorite fighter at the moment, probably because of the moustache.
The mustache.
But
I love it.
I feel like he has displayed so many skill sets. So he had that quick knockout. Everyone thinks he's a striker. Then he goes in and he does nothing but wrestle for 3 rounds. Doesn't fade, doesn't slow down, and he out-wrestles a wrestler. Okay, and then next up, he goes back in, mixes them both in. Fakes takedowns, goes for takedowns, brings up a head kick, finishes a guy on late notice. And now he is nothing but hype in Australia at the moment.
How old is Quillen?
Full behind him. I have it here somewhere.
Is he in his 20s?
Count the
26.
He's a young
26?
guy.
Got to count the rings on his mustache.
He gets another for every win.
10 seconds later. Hey, but you'll hear NFL players say like they're twice as good their second year in the NFL because like the rookie year, it's like so different than college. Is that the same in the UFC at all? Is like the first year, is it an eye-opener, and then second year?
Not if you're Quillen.
Yeah.
Dude is
I mean,
just
Jackson
killing
Smith
it.
and Jigba in his second year in the NFL.
Especially for wide receivers in the NFL, that's what they always. But that's a great question. When you come out of the gates like that, I mean, another guy I think about is Peyton Talbot, right? I mean, he was on a rocket ship until he lost, and then that made him work on things that he probably wouldn't have worked on otherwise. And
He
now
looks
he's
phenomenal.
And then he inside tripped Henry Cejudo.
Mate, it was so
Every wrestler was
disrespectful. It was so disrespectful. Him going for takedowns. I was like, you can't do that. Stop it.
That is a legend. Take that back. You let him up.
That's Henry's
Take the
takedown.
takedown back.
Inside trip Dimitri.
He taught them that. He definitely taught him that, too, when he trained.
He
That's
did.
nuts.
No.
Sure.
Filthy.
Do you have a list you want to hit on?
I think Gautier is the one to look after because, especially like you mentioned, his last fight, he still won because everyone's like, oh, minus 1,000 favorite, first round knockout, and he didn't. He had to go 3 rounds. But the wise people learn from losses, but the super wise can learn from wins. And there's a lot he could take away from that. Like his only entry was a 1-1-2. Like that was it. That's all he did. And then once that kind of people got wise to that, he didn't really have like a plan B. So it's like there's very obvious things he can do to up his game, and a good team should learn that even after a win. So if he can, treat like Peyton Talbot's loss, like treat the win as a loss, and learn from it.
But to still be able to win in the fashion that he did and not fight his best fight, that's a tremendous learning experience for him. We talked about that head kick of Quillen Salkild against Nasrat Haqparast, one of the nastiest that we've seen. So how about a top 5 head kicks of all time list, RJ?
Let's get it up on the board, please.
This is a fun one. I'm excited to see everyone's list for this one. This is going to be good.
Here, RJ, we got you here if you want.
Oh, Gabriel Gonzaga versus Mirko Krokop, obviously, right? When you talked about doing the veteran, the signature move to somebody, that just blew
He took my kick.
Gonzaga was just like fodder. Like, oh, Krokop's going to kill this guy. And get him with his own.
That's true. You do that, kid.
This one, we're going way back. Pete Williams over Mark Coleman, in the Wayback Machine in 1998. Because back then, you remember, wrestlers were beating everybody. Wrestlers, everyone's like, oh, wrestlers just going to run this sport forever. And then Pete Williams got the knockout. Edson Barbosa, Terry Edom is still maybe the most visceral thing that's ever happened in the land of visceral things, the UFC Octagon. Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, just the comeback, the emotion of him afterwards.
The commentary from John Anik.
The call, it is not the cloth from which he was cut. One of the great calls.
Rogan, DC,
So
Dean,
good.
everyone watching had written him off, except for one Jonathan Anik.
Yeah.
And then the next split second, and he became champion.
Look at me now.
So amazing. And then number 1. So, if do right, no can defense. Crane kick from Lyoto Machida, retired Randy Couture, knocked the veneer out of his mouth.
Oh, stop it.
In Canada, at the time, a record-breaking stadium show.
You think he had veneers at that point? Or he got
He did it after the
because of
kick.
that?
Get one less.
Maybe that's what made him go veneers.
Maybe. But that something went flying out of Randy Couture's mouth. The legend retired at that moment. And he did the Karate Kid move.
Yeah,
Everyone in their backyards tried it. He did it in a goddamn
Was that the first
fight.
stadium show? Was that the first UFC stadium?
Yeah, it was 121, 129.
129, yeah.
When
Jake
Lyoto
Shields
Machida
versus
was in his
GSP.
prime.
Machida's in my list
Jake
as well.
Shields
He's got a
outstruck
lot of these
GSP
good
for 2
ones.
rounds.
Yeah, that's
Machida's
crazy.
in my list as well. He's got a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, we'll get into my list. I'll keep it short, but I have to talk about number 3 just a little bit because I got a funny story. But number 5, Edson Barboza over Terry Edom. Yeah, just the highlight reel kick of highlight reel kicks. One of the best of all time. Gabriel Gonzaga head kicking the head kicker. I mean, Mirko Cro Cop, famous for the right kick hospital, left kick cemetery line, is one of the coldest lines, and Gonzaga obviously can't read English, and so he just kicked him in the head. Number 3, Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman 2. That would be number 1 if I actually saw it, because I was at my sister's wedding watching at the reception on the iPad, and I'm like, the kids kept wanting me to jump on the trampoline. I'm like, this fight's over. I'm done. I'm jumping on the trampoline, and everyone starts freaking out, and I walk over, and Kamaru Usman's knocked stiff. So that'd be number 1 if I actually saw it, but I didn't see it live.
I actually missed Machida Randy Couture because I was watching at Hooters, and something else had caught my eye. So I watched that, and I missed the knockout.
That's weird.
Number 2, Joaquin
Randy,
Buckley versus Impa Casagne. I was at Fight Island. I saw that kick happen live, and it just completely blew my doors off. I mean, we might not ever see that happen ever again. That was maybe a 1-of-1 finish from Joaquin Buckley over Impa Casagne. And let's roll. Number 1. I'm with you, RJ.
Dude.
UFC 17. Pete Williams versus Mark Coleman. I mean, what makes it worse is the wrestling shoe. I mean, the fact that not only did Mark Coleman get head kicked, he got head kicked with a wrestling shoe. I mean, that just makes it so much worse. But big come from behind victory for Pete Williams. I mean, Mark Coleman really burned the candle at both ends, trying to finish him on the ground. Pete Williams guts it out, kicks him in the face with a wrestling shoe. I mean, that kind of adds insult to injury, like kicking the wrestler in the face with a wrestling shoe. With an A6 split sole wrestling shoe. Yeah, that's right.
That was in that piece that led off 324 last week, man. That was a memory.
Do you reckon it would hurt more getting kicked with a wrestling shoe, like shoe on?
I don't know.
You get laces put in you, you know?
I believe in Pride that
You weren't
was the
allowed
rule.
to.
Pride, you could heel hook with shoes on, but you couldn't kick somebody in the head with a wrestling shoe.
Really?
Yeah.
Which is weird because you feel like it's cushiony.
But maybe if you point the toe, you point the toe, you got
rubber,
protection.
Maybe there's different types.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to start my list off with Machida. Machida's got a lot of these kicks, but I'm not going Randy Couture. I'm going to go when he teep kicked.
Oh, yeah.
He teep kicked, and he was so respectful. It was his friend, longtime friend, bowed out afterwards. Like, it was just so respectful. It was a very special moment, I feel. Next up, we have Buckley as well. That was an insane kick.
We'll never see that again.
Such a feat of athleticism.
Yeah.
And it was, it blew my socks off as well. Next up, Uriah Hall in the Ultimate Fighter. That was, like I mentioned this one because it was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold. Everyone thought the guy was dead.
Yeah.
Uriah started crying, I think.
Yeah, because the guy was dead for a minute.
He was out for 7 minutes.
Yes, so long.
Which is a lifetime.
Yeah.
And I remember, because there's a middleweight as well, and I was a middleweight. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And I actually fought him. Next up, we have Quillan Salkeld. That kick, another cold one. But I also love, as an Australian, short notice, got it done, like thwacking kick.
Yeah.
Okay? And now he's making huge waves in the scene. And now my last one is going to be Gabriel Gonzaga and Mirko Cro Cop. Mate, Cro Cop was the head kick king. He was the hunter. He was head kicking everyone. And when Gonzaga came out and kicked him, it was, for one, it surprised everyone. And obviously it surprised Cro Cop. But Cro Cop looked dead. His ankle rolled completely under him.
That's almost the worst part was the way he fell.
He went limp on contact. And like his legs stayed in that bent, awkward position. It was gross.
Herb couldn't get over there fast enough, man. He was sprinting.
Cool.
Speaking of hurt referees, like they always have their poker face, right? And, like no matter what happens, they're like
chilling.
They're fine. Herb Deem ran over there, and he'd been a referee for 20 years at that time. Ran over, saw that ankle, goes, oh,
yeah.
Herb Dean, like as veteran, like him and John McCarthy, and even he was just like, oh my god.
And I don't know if Cro Cop head kicked again from that point.
No,
walked right.
You know what I mean? It's just,
but it's true. We all watched. We're waiting. Like Cro Cop, when's he gonna throw the left kick? We're all watching, and then we're like, this is mad.
That was nuts.
It changed the game.
Unexpected.
It changed the game.
It was an execution. We thought it was Cro Cop's because it was a tournament. Remember, it's like Cro Cop and Randy Couture in the finals.
The fight we all wanted to see.
Everyone wanted to see
Randy and
forever.
Fedor.
Thanks, Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe.
All right, I'm going to do my list.
It's 5, just so you know, not 3.
Definitely 5. I got 5 this time. All right, my first one's a little bit different. I got Rashad Evans over Sean Salmon. I don't know if you guys seen this.
That's bad.
I know you're a historian with MMA. It was one of the first ones where I seen like the full shin across the face. He didn't see it coming at all. Just
and he got double
back.
KO'd because of how you hit.
Yeah,
Salmon did the like sink flop back.
Yeah,
he did the fish flop.
The strings got cut and
that was bad. Right. 4, I got Leon Edwards over Usman. We've gone over that. That was unbelievable, especially on the comeback. And then Uriah Hall on Tough. You know, I had fought him already before he went on the Ultimate Fighter show, and we knew he was going to be doing spinning kicks when I fought him. And to see him have such success in the Ultimate Fighter show and to be able to land a kick like that was awesome.
Didn't you head kick him though?
Oh no, I knocked him out the left hook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then finished him on the floor.
Oh,
and then he broke my leg, so he wins. And then we got Buckley.
Your first of 87 injuries.
Buckley versus Impa. This was one of the most athletic. It's a kick that we'll never see happen again. And then Edson Barboza over Edom. Just look how stiff Edom goes, man. This was Edom. This is just one of those times where you're like blown away by the kick, but at the same time you're like, oh my God, I hope this guy's okay. You know, look I mean, insane.
So, by the way, we are waiting on. Oh, there he is, Aaron Toe, our last guy to weigh in here. Let's listen in.
122 1/4, the official weight for Aaron Toe.
It's a little weird, right?
What happened?
They said 122 1/4.
What?
Why would they?
What?
And
Did he do the DC? Did he grab the towel?
They're talking, and it looks like he's going to have to weigh in again. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense why he would wait so long and then come in.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
The hands.
What do you think he did?
Where were his hands, guys?
See, DC ruined it for everybody.
He's been hanging out with DC.
He screwed it up for everybody.
Yeah, you can't cheat anymore.
Okay, here we go.
This is gonna be crazy if he gains like 4 pounds.
Ooh.
Wow, looks like that's above 125 now. That's wild. It's at 130 right now.
Is this going to be a walk of shame? This is going to be an embarrassing.
He got way too
He
greedy.
got cold out.
129, the official weight for Mr. Toe.
So he just gained 7 pounds.
You know, and that's really unfortunate, guys, because he had 2 great showings.
What did he do?
Well, you know, in the Road to UFC tournament, he talked so much about how his body felt amazing, dropping the 5 extra kilos. He was moving better, faster, better gas tank, and bigger and better for the weight class. But he made weight in relatively a close span of time. So I'm really curious as to why he didn't make weight for this fight. Essentially, the biggest fight of his life, his last shot to get to the UFC. And let's remember, he wasn't on, Dana White's favorite fighter. He had this great fight with Elijah Smith, but Dana didn't love the antics. So he really needed to make the weight and go out and put on a big showing to punch his ticket to the UFC.
Yeah,
so I'm really curious what happened.
We can't get a contract if you can't make the weight. So we just heard from Mick Maynard, the fight between Aaron Toe and Namzrai Badabayar. That's the curtain jerker is now off. That's the road to the UFC flyweight final. So that really sucks for his opponent, Badabayar, who's trying to get a contract. Right?
I'm kind of jealous whatever he did to lose 7 pounds.
No, like what did he? Because they have this black thing. Grab
the curtain.
Yeah, I guess he came from the inside and just pushed up.
I'm trying to think. That's what I was sitting here thinking the whole time. It's like, what could he have been doing behind there to have done that?
No, but didn't they make him have his hands above the thing?
I'm sure.
I thought you
could do the elbows. The elbows on the barrier.
No.
I would love to see an instant replay. Can we get a replay?
Well, it's already suspect.
Cheating?
No matter where your hands are, if you're behind the curtain. And
all right, hang on. Let's look at the replay. Let's figure out. Okay, so he's coming on.
He's 3.5 pounds under.
So we don't see his hands, so he could be tugging up.
Because it is.
And then he goes up and flexes.
Right, see the right hand on the.
Oh, this.
Okay.
Okay. It's the wrong replay. So
Technically,
but you've seen that trick before, right? They'll put their hands up, but you'll rest your elbows on the barrier, on the cable, and you can.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't know if the commission guy screwed it up or he legit.
The person I feel the most bad for is Badabayar. Big opportunity for him to win the Road to UFC tournament, and I think essentially that's a win by default. You got to give the guy a contract.
Get the contract, right?
Yeah. He made the weight. He was ready to fight.
Missing weight sucks.
I know. The only thing I'm embarrassed about my entire career was missing weight against Anthony Pettis. That was like something that still to this day I'm like, that's what you do. That's the fight before the fight.
Yeah.
And granted, I had things going into that like worked against me. I broke my foot 10 days out, couldn't run, but still like.
How far off were you?
I was 1.5 pounds, and I pushed it. I cut weight for 13 hours.
And then nothing was coming out?
Cooked yourself.
Cooked, yeah, dude. My skin was like green. Like it was not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
No, it wasn't even a Seahawks game, and your skin was great. UFC and Airs unite to revolutionize athletic optimization, trusted by the Performance Institute and champion fighters. Airs sets a new standard in performance technology. We asked some fighters on the card some of their optimal ways to recover from training and the grueling nature of MMA. Let's take a listen to their thoughts.
I think the biggest key and, say, tool for recovery after training is just, sleeping and having, a big healthy meal. I think nothing beats that. I don't do anything special other than just, getting good shut-eye.
The biggest key on recovery after training is come back to my family, see my kids, playing with my kids, see how they smile, see how my wife happy, and how my parents happy. That's the biggest key for me.
My biggest tool is to have a well-made schedule.
Keys to recovery through training camp and training is obviously rehydration, the right food, and sleep. Sleep's a big one for me. Making sure in between sessions, if you can get a nap in, especially with how hard we train, that's crucial.
UFC and Airs unite to revolutionize athletic optimization, trusted by the Performance Institute and champion fighters. Air sets a new standard in performance technology. All right, it is time. A little stacking game with solo cups, but the twist here, Weidman, is that you have to use chopsticks. Let's take a look at how this game is played.
Oh, stuff flying all over the place.
All right, so it's a 4-3-2-1 stack. That's 10 cups, only using chopsticks.
Shifty on me?
All right, so here how this is how it's going to work. Michael and I won the last game, obviously. So, Michael, why don't you pick your teammate in this one?
Oh,
I'm definitely going with Weidman because he's compromised. He's just had arm surgery, so.
Oh, we want to compete against me?
Yes, I want to compete.
I thought you were supposed to pick your teammate.
Oh, I'm picking my teammate?
No, who you compete against?
No,
you're competing against me.
I want you,
right.
Weidman.
You called me out.
I've been calling you out for years.
You called out the wrong guy. I know. Here's your opportunity.
So wait, we have to take it out the stack like this? Ready?
Hang on, tell us when.
Go! Oh, wow, that's not easy, really. Oh, they're stuck together.
They're stuck.
Oh, Weidman's. Oh, this is over. Yeah, those little kids made it look so easy. All right, separate. We're just gonna leave those last two until the end?
I got it.
Here,
I don't need help. I don't want help. I'm gonna beat Weidman fair and square.
I don't know. You guys are both looking kind of lame at this game.
Let me make sure these aren't stuck.
I got it. I'm good.
Make sure.
All right. Okay.
I feel like they're glued.
I know. Oh, Weidman? Oh. Okay. Oh, here comes Chiesa.
No.
Can you separate this?
I separated Weidman's there.
Dude, that's cheating.
No, these are stuck.
Those are so stuck.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Oh, boy.
Oh no!
He choked.
Here comes Weidman for the finish!
He choked!
Christopher Weidman!
Bro, you want this? You don't want this. You don't want this, little boy.
Wow.
You don't want this.
Dude, you cheated and jammed my cups together.
No.
You know, that's nice because my cups were jammed together. Cheater. Weidman. There's collusion here. There's collusion here because
you want the winning
Chris
chopsticks?
Is here more than
Yeah, let's go winning chopsticks. They're a little crooked.
You got to shuffle them around.
Sleeves going up for this one. No, hold on, guys.
All right.
4 at the bottom. 4, 3, 2.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
I'm in the championship.
You're always in the championship.
Oh, no.
Oh, hell no. I'm not doing Vegemite.
You know, the problem is I'm supposed to be on a 12-hour fast.
Yo, Whitaker is crushing this. What the heck?
Oh, no, bro.
Bro, it's over.
This doesn't look good.
It is over.
Oh, my God.
This doesn't look good, my dude.
Are you serious?
So me and Whitaker win. We don't have to compete.
There's a severe lack of vegevitamins.
God.
Vegevitamins.
I thought you lived in Australia, not Japan.
Unlike Chris, I'm just going to sack up and eat this.
That's crazy.
Oh, my God.
1993 champion.
Stop acting like you like that.
It's actually not that bad.
Oh, my God.
This is awful. Yeah, that's actually good.
Oh, bro,
really?
Smell it first.
Yeah.
That was good.
It's pure oil.
I like Vegemite.
It's like hardened oil.
Imagine if you had it like just a little bit on toast. It's like,
It's not bad.
It's the best.
It's not good?
Bro, don't lie.
No one eats that much of it.
I know.
Yeah, that's
we've
way
talked
too
about
much.
this
Yeah, we've
before.
talked about it.
Yeah.
We had
Just a little
we had
bit.
big conversation about this.
It's very
All right, let's
salty.
go, Whitaker.
You all right, bud?
Yeah.
Hang on. He's got all 4 in a row over here already.
Want to see you guys fight for a belt. Now we are.
This is champion versus champion.
Fight for a belt till today.
All right.
2 middleweight title holders. Hold on a sec.
Chris, quit cheating, dude.
What the fuck are you doing?
I thought you were supposed to move him around.
God, dude.
Is this mixed enough?
Cheater.
Oh, I smell Vegemite. Get that out of here. Your breath is disgusting.
That's perfect.
Excellent.
Oh, look at Rob with the technique. Immortal technique. Ooh, that
no.
can come back to. We got.
no.
Oh,
Shit.
why?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, I see what Robert does.
Rob's got a dicey stack. Weidman got him stacked.
Oh, Weidman's screwed.
Oh, Weidman's falling apart.
Hell yeah. You're going to enjoy it.
Oh, no.
I got a chance.
Crap. Don't call it a comeback. The Hofstra kid. Oh, it's on the ground.
Hell yeah.
You got it, Robbo. Come on, buddy.
Whitaker is
Do
a
it for
master
the, do it
with
for the
chopsticks.
culture.
You're going to enjoy this.
Oh!
Yeah, boy.
Wow. Wow.
Look at that structural integrity.
That's some good stuff.
Did you see how he just picked it up off the ground, used one chopstick, stuck it? I mean, he's a thinker.
Wait, what did he do? He was cheating?
Man.
Were you cheating?
No.
Me?
No, he was just smart.
Well, you guys know what this? You know what this is like? Show champion.
It's old school.
Yeah, get it.
That's your belt.
Yeah.
There's no more games? I'd have to
Well,
defend
for
this.
now.
I have to defend this.
No, we got another one. You're putting that belt on the line,
Hey,
buddy.
guys,
Hell yeah.
so now we know what would have happened if Rob and Chris would have fought.
All right. You want another game, Robert?
Yes.
How about a little
I only came here for the
Paramount
games.
trivia?
Did I just flip the
Okay,
switch
we're on
this?
Paramount Plus.
Oh,
We're
Paramount.
talking movies. We're talking.
Oh, I'm done.
You're not gonna do well here.
No.
Did I just flip
No,
the
I
switch?
think
Can you
I
guys
think
hear
I'm
me?
done
Is
too.
everything good? Okay, cool. I accidentally flipped the switch. I'm having complications here.
I mean, you're watching the same movies in Australia that we're watching here for the most part. It's like classics,
Yeah,
right?
You have Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Do you chill when you watch Netflix? Actually, you do. You have 6 kids.
Mate,
Whoa.
too much chill. Too much chill. No, not Netflix.
Guys, we're talking Paramount here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Paramount and chill.
You ready?
Paramount and chill.
What movie features the line, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse?
Oh!
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
What the hell's
Godfather.
No. Oh, crap.
Well, we didn't say turn him around yet. Now you guys all got it.
Sorry, I thought
Is
it was
that the
whoever.
same?
I thought it was whoever's first.
Was that the right answer? That's the right one?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's start again.
Well, if you guys invited me on the
That
show
one
more
doesn't count.
often, I'd
Everybody got
understand
the first one right.
I just rubbed it
Godfather.
out. Godfather.
Well, why did I thought it was Jerry Mc... Yeah.
Oh, no, because I thought it was a DQ. I thought.
Hey, you want
Like a
to
readout.
pull those back? I'm going
All
to
right,
read
question 2. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. What is the call sign of Tom Cruise's character in Top Gun?
The call sign?
What
He's
is his,
such a nerd.
What's his nickname? What's his in Top Gun? What's Tom Cruise's character's nickname?
I don't
Kind
watch
of unfair
movies,
for one of you.
All right, turn him. Time. Maverick. Look, it's
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Oh, is it?
yeah. That wasn't really.
Maverick.
He's a movie nerd.
All right, sticking with our Tom Cruise theme. What year was the first Mission Impossible movie released? The first Mission Impossible movie.
Jeez.
What year? Whoever's the closest. All right, turn them. Doesn't matter if you're over or under, just closest. 1996
Wow.
is the answer.
Oh,
there we go, Rob.
Oh, my gosh. So lucky.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let's talk Forrest Gump. What was the name of Forrest Gump's shrimp boat?
Oh, yeah.
I got this one.
Turn it. Jenny, Bubba Gump. No, it's Jenny. Jenny is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Jenny. I love you, Jenny.
What video game character stars in Paramount's live-action film franchise that first debuted in 2020? Video game character stars in Paramount's live-action film franchise that first debuted in 2020.
Oh, Rob's got to get this.
Turn him. Sonic.
Yeah, I got it.
Does that say Sonic, Rob?
Sega. Sonic is a part of Sonic, but it's not at all.
All right. What is the name fans give the monster in Cloverfield? What is the name fans give the monster in Cloverfield?
The fans.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know this one. Stop, look at you looking at my board.
Don't overthink it, Rob.
Oh, man. I got to do it bigger.
The name of the monster in Cloverfield.
Godzilla?
It's Clover or Cloverfield Monster.
Oh.
Really,
that guy.
really.
That was
simple.
That was a trick question.
I haven't seen Cloverfield.
What ocean does the RMS Titanic sink in during Titanic? I said Titanic. Titanic. What ocean?
I don't even know like two oceans.
I feel like Weidman saying Topuria. Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, the Atlantic, not the
one
Arctic.
of the two oceans I'm familiar with.
All right. What time-traveling vehicle is used in Back to the Future?
Oh, duh.
What is the time-traveling vehicle used in Back to the Future? This is the easiest one.
Yeah, but it's
so easy.
off my head.
I mean, I might have spelt it wrong, but I know it. Yeah.
Spelt it?
Wrong.
Spelled it wrong. Spelt it. Whatever, dude.
Here we go. Turn it.
Let's go.
DeLorean. Oh, my God. Guess is murdering you.
I got it right. I said car. It was you asked what kind of vehicle. It was a car. It's not a plane. It's a car.
Dude, I'm having the best time.
How many questions are left? Can I just forfeit and win?
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
What are the top 3 grossing Paramount movies of all time? Just name one. Well, think of the questions we've already asked, right?
Paramount movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just name one of the top 3.
Okay.
We've already asked questions about a couple. All right, turn them.
Oh, that's cheating.
Titanic or Titanic?
Oh, look at us. We crushed it.
Let's go.
We pay attention.
By the way, for those of you counting at home, my sheet says Titanic. Just letting you know. All right. Ron Burgundy, I knew that was coming. All right. Which movie franchise is based on alien robots disguised as vehicles? Alien robots disguised as vehicles.
Yeah.
Alien, what?
Which movie franchise is based on alien robots disguised as vehicles?
Oh, crap. Yeah, are you okay? You're supposed to be the smooth talker on this show.
You ready? Turn it.
No, that's an S, not Transformer. It's Transformers.
It's the same thing.
Oh, dude.
Did I say vehicles wrong? What are you talking about? All right.
Wait,
Am I not winning?
No. I think you're in last place.
I was taking it easy because I thought I was so far ahead.
All right, think about this for a minute. What's the Paramount Pictures logo? What is it?
Do you have to be specific?
Yeah, like just, what is it? I mean, there's like 2 things in it.
Oh, man.
What are the 2 things?
I'm way off.
This is easy. It's just like what you see all the time.
Mountain Star.
Oh, right,
I got it.
Mountain, Stars and Mountain.
Oh, you got it.
I read mountains. Yeah,
Okay. You should get this. What?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure.
What was the first ever UFC fight to appear on Paramount Plus?
Oh.
Oh, first ever fight?
It's the first fight.
The first fight of the night.
Yeah. I'll give you. Hold on, don't turn him. I'm gonna give you a clue.
Oh, the first fight. Oh.
One of the guys got $100,000, and he was making his debut.
Oh, I know
it's on the tip of my brain right now, but I have a good answer anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like I barely know the guy's name.
Turn him.
I don't know.
Ty Miller.
Ty Miller and Adam Fugit.
What'd you put? Win?
I win.
I win. Oh.
He did.
Wow.
Take the belt,
Guys,
baby.
Hey, this is the first time I've ever won a UFC.
Are you serious?
You're not allowed to take
This
that
is the
belt.
first time I've ever won a UFC. This
Give that
feels,
back to Robert.
God, this feels good.
Give that back to
now I
Robert.
see why you guys. Now I see why you guys like these things so much. These are nice.
I thought I was so far ahead.
RJ, will you please bring out the Vegemite?
I don't know how I-
God, this looks good.
It's like a bloomin' onion,
baby,
but
we're
better.
rich.
Wait,
Get out the red panty.
so much
We're
on it.
rich.
I can't not do
Because it's a
that.
punishment.
I'm going to throw up. I literally would throw up. No.
Hey,
Did
RJ,
he have some last one?
where's the other Vegemite?
I already did the Vegemite. Can we do something else?
Yeah, the one
Is there
for
like
Chris,
a Krispy Kreme
don't
donut?
we?
Look at that.
Yeah.
God, that's good, guys. I feel real. I see why.
My
You,
hands smell like
I see why you guys
extra.
really like these things.
Extra.
heavy, right?
They're nice. I mean, they feel good. This is nice.
Are you not bringing that to Weidman?
I'm more than happy to. Here you go, Chris.
Do I don't have to eat this.
Yeah, you do.
Chris,
I cannot do it.
I am the current
I'm doing what
champion.
they do in
You have to
Australia.
eat the
They just do
Vegemite.
like a tiny bit.
Nope.
Either that or you have to
Bro,
shotgun to
it's-
Monaco.
This is the worst thing.
Just
ever.
chase it with some Monaco or beer.
Yeah, you are so soft, dude.
Yeah.
Like toilet paper. Charmin.
Like baby crap.
This is the worst tasting stuff. It has the worst back.
Oh
God.
It's called aftertaste, not backwash.
It's not that bad.
All right, little rapid fire while Weidman's washing down his favorite new delicacy.
When do you eat that? For breakfast or something?
Yeah, on toast.
Oh my God.
It's actually
Is there a lot of protein in it? Like what's in it? What's it made of?
Yeast.
Yeast?
Yeah.
Really?
Interesting.
Delicious. Okay. Rapid fire, Chiesa, we're going to start with you. True or false, Diego Lopes has a better chance in the rematch than he did in the first fight?
True.
What was that? Yes?
Diego has a better chance in the rematch than he did in the first fight. True or false?
True.
False.
False.
Oh, no, true.
True.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's so Volk.
How big
Sorry, dude.
of a factor is age in the main event? I believe it's 6 years that separate the two. How big of a factor is age?
In this
You know,
fight
if
specifically?
rapid fire,
Is this big?
I don't think it's a factor at all.
Okay.
No, not at all.
I think it's a factor.
How big?
It's pretty big. I think that's why it's a close fight. Volkanovski, before those losses, I think it's a close fight. I think it's a complete domination of a fight. But now, with all that being said, like he's been hit a bunch. So in the pocket, it's a little dangerous.
Okay. Rank these potential Volkanovski opponents in order of most difficult to easiest. Diego Lopes, Movsar Evloev, Lerone Murphy.
That order exactly. I think Diego's the toughest. I think Movsar's the second hardest with his grappling, and then Lerone, respectfully, he's an incredible fighter, but I have him at number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the order that you put him in. I just think he's such a ball of muscle he's so hard to hold down. If you're able to get him down, that the wrestlers are going to have a hard time keeping him down. So Movsar is not going to be able to get him down. I don't think Diego could really get him down. You need someone with heavy hands on the feet to be able to, put him out.
I think Lopez is the hardest fight there. Then I'll go Lerone, and then I'll go Movsar.
Movsar. Okay. Yay or nay? Volk is not getting enough credit for his performance in the first fight against Lopez.
No, I think he's getting a lot of credit. I mean, I think that that's false. I think that for Volk to come back, like we talked about throughout the course of the show, 2 big knockouts, and you factor in his age, you think there's no way he comes back. I have to disagree.
The betting line's almost the exact same this time around as it was the first time.
Yeah, only because Diego, they figure he's got more experience now going to this fight, 5-round fight, so it should be more competitive. But I think Volk is getting the credit. I mean, he became a champion again after losing, 2 straight, where we just talked about, most guys never get that opportunity again to become a champion.
I think he's getting the credit. He wrote the blueprint. I think the betting lines kind of show that. He wrote the blueprint, didn't see enough of a change in Lopes in his last fight. I have Volk. I think he's got the credit.
All right, yay or nay, this version of Benoit Saint-Denis is ready for the top 5 of the lightweight division?
Man, that's a gun to my head. I'm going to have to say yes. I think that him having a head... Look how far he went without a head coach. Like, I don't think I wouldn't have the career I've had if I hadn't had a head coach, the same head coach the entire way. To guide me through, to navigate training. That's the biggest thing is, like, as a fighter, you need somebody to have the reins, not just to push you, because we will push ourselves, but to pull back. So I think that that's what Benoit needed, is a guy at the reins to pull him back when it's time to pull back and help him refine his technique. So I think that that's the missing piece he needed. I think he's ready for the top 5 if he could beat Dan Hooker.
So top 5, by the way, you got Ilya's the champ. You have Gaethje, Arman, Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway, Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah, I'm buying it. I think he's ready for the top 5. You know, he's on a big streak now. He's got this new coach. The confidence is there. You know, we're going to find out a lot tomorrow, but he's a problem for anybody. He brings a lot of pressure. He hits hard on the feet. He's going to, keep going. He's got great wrestling, great control on the ground. So I think he's a problem.
I think his next fight, I think tomorrow night will highlight whether or not he's ready. I think there are certain guys in the top 5 that are kind of gatekeepers for that for that echelon of fighter. And I definitely think he'd have some better fights than others in there. But depending on how we didn't see enough since he changed coach of his last fight. We didn't see enough of him fight. I want to see the changes of against a tough guy, drag it out. I want to see the changes he's made since changing his coaches. So, yeah, I think tomorrow tells a lot.
Will we see a more well-rounded Mauricio Hoofy after training with Volk in this camp?
Not in this fight. I mean, listen, I'm sure he's working on, every aspect of the sport. I mean, look at what they do in Volkanovski's camp. They dot their I's, they cross their T's, but this is not a fight that's going to involve any grappling. This was strictly put together to make it a striker's delight. There's nothing to change. It's going to be Hoofy's creative striking style versus that hybrid Muay Thai style of Fiziev. I don't think we see a single takedown attempt from either guy.
Yeah, I agree. Unless Fiziev catches a kick like he did against Gaethje and brings it to the ground, I don't see takedown attempts from either one of these guys. I do think Fiziev is going to try to put the pressure on him, and try to get in his face, because you kind of seen that worked in the last fight. But yeah, it's going to be a stand-up battle for the most part.
Fiziev is so consistent in his fights. He finishes the way he starts, and I think Roofy is going to have trouble with that. Someone who is consistently there, putting the pressure on, giving you things to worry about the entire time of the fight. But he's been training with Volk. Maybe some of that cardio, maybe there's something special there in the water. Where he gets that cardio and his pressure's off the roof. Imagine Roofy with more output.
Yeah.
Imagine.
And that's and at times I feel like he just waits for that perfect shot.
Yeah.
And I don't think Fiziev's going to give him that opportunity.
Exactly.
He's going to constantly crowd the space that Hoofy needs to set up that perfect counter, those step back counter shots. I don't think Fiziev gives him the space.
And he'll do that for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Biggest improvement that you want to see from Tai Tuivasa after that long layoff? Didn't fight at all in 2025.
It's hard to say. I mean, I would just like to see him just get in the box and fight. I think that's the biggest thing for him. Is I would just like to see him go out there, fight Talison Teixeira, crowd the space, get your hands on this guy. They have a common opponent in Derek Lewis, and we saw what he did to Derek Lewis. Just go in there, crash the party, get in this guy's face, get in the pocket, and fight a close quarter style of fight. That's the Tai Tuivasa I want to see. Don't be tentative. Just get out there, get in the box with this guy, and get in close quarters and throw some big shots.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to believing in himself. It's 5 losses in a row. 5 losses in a row now. That's a tough spot to be. He took this time off. So hopefully he comes in with a clear mind and goes out there and truly believes he could go out there and win, because we know what he's capable of. Look what he did to Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis just finished Talison Teixeira in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So, he has the capabilities, and he's just got to go out there and prove it.
Look at Ty's record. He's due for a streak.
Yeah.
He works in streaks. Yeah, 3 wins, 3 losses, 5 wins, 5 losses. Huh?
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him, though, close that gap a little faster. Much of what you said, I think what Tai does what Tai does best.
Yeah.
Even when he pushes the guy up against the fence, no one fights better than he does there.
Yeah.
But I just need him to get his opponents there a little safer and a little faster.
Yeah.
And more hungry.
Do you guys believe in ring rust? Is that a real thing?
It can become something. I think that, like, I've had layoffs before, and for me, I've never had an issue with ring rust. But I think that it's if you have that thought in your mind when you're coming off a layoff and you start fighting like ring rust is a factor, then it becomes something. But if you just get out and just stay true to yourself, like for me in the way that I fight, instant pressure, get to the clinch, start hunting for takedowns, like that's, to me, I've never had an issue with that because anytime I've come off a layoff, I just know, get on your front foot, get to your game, and it never is an issue. But I think it would be something if it's like, okay, I gotta feel it out. You know, I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna see what he does. Oh, I'm feeling a little rusty. Yeah. That's when ring rust becomes a factor. Huh?
That's your inside voice.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, let's.
Yes, after dark.
Let's move on. Polymarket, now the official prediction market partner of the UFC. So let's pull up Polymarket and play over under price. You boys ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we'll start with you, Chiesa. Alexander Volkanovski, a 59% chance to beat Diego Lopes. Is he over or underpriced?
That's overpriced. It's overpriced. It should be 50-50. I think it should be I'm siding with Volk if you were to ask who I think is going to win this fight, but I think it should be closer to a coin flip fight. I think Diego Lopes, since the first fight, is going to close the gap a little bit. It's going to be a closer fight. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a split decision. Coin flip. Overpriced.
I think I'm going overpriced too. I just think Diego Lopes, that was his first main event, first 5-round fight, going against a legend like Volkanovski. That's a lot. That becomes a huge moment in your head. And we've seen Diego kind of like frozen there a little bit. He wasn't the same self that we've seen him before in the first round. He was super tentative. So, I think it should be higher.
Okay.
I'm going to say under. I think Volk wrote the blueprint. I don't know if everyone saw the same fights of like when he fought when Diego fought Silva. I didn't see any changes. It was the same Diego. And like arguably, Volk had more pressure on him than Diego did in their first fight. Okay, so I think Volk should be sitting higher.
That's actually a great point. And he got an eye poke in the fourth round and said he couldn't see past the fourth round.
Yep.
So assuming that won't happen again. All right, Dan Hooker in the co-main event has a 25% chance to win on Polymarket against BSD. Overpriced, underpriced. 25% for Hooker.
25?
I think that's a little underpriced. I think we could see Hooker. I could see more of like a 60-40. The biggest thing is Benoit's grappling abilities. And I mean, if we're looking at like the recency bias of Dan Hooker's fight with Arman Sarukian, you look at Benoit does well. Obviously, Benoit's strength is pressure and grappling. And that's something that Hooker struggled with in the fight against Arman Sarukian in Qatar. But I do think it should be more 60-40, 60 for Benoit Saint Denis, 40 for Hooker.
Yeah. What was the question again?
Dan Hooker, 25% chance to win on Polymarket. Overpriced, underpriced?
That's underpriced. I mean, Dan Hooker has been in there with the best of the best, and to put him at 25%, it should be definitely higher than that. He has more of a chance to win than that.
There isn't a single person Dan Hooker has fought that I think he shouldn't win. I think his skill set is just super dangerous. I think it's super underpriced because Dan Hooker's a weapon, and I really like Dan Hooker. But realistically, every fight he's in, he poses a problem. He's got knockout power at any angle. He's got such sharp knees, such sharp elbows. He fights from the bottom real well. He's got so much experience. He's a dog as well. He'll be in there till he stops moving.
Oof.
All right, let's move on from fighting.
He loves the Australians.
You do. But he's open about it.
100%. I'd be doing the same thing.
Yes. All right, album of the year. Bad Bunny's Debbie Tirarmas Photos has a 56% chance to win. Overpriced or underpriced?
Overpriced. I'm going Kendrick Lamar. GNX, I mean, come on, dude. The guy just did last year's Super Bowl performance, and that's at 21%. I think the conversation should be Kendrick Lamar winning album of the year. I've never listened to Bad Bunny. I couldn't tell you a single song of his.
That's messed up.
I don't know. Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it messed up?
What is it a guy or a girl?
You've never heard of Bad Bunny?
Trick question.
I've heard of Bad Bunny, but
crazy.
I thought Bad Bunny was the shirt brand with like the little, the bunny with like the little crossbones.
Yeah.
Like Dana would always wear
I
the
have
shirts.
a penguin. Is that the one you're talking about?
No. Dana would always wear
Bunny.
these shirts that had like
Oh,
the
the
bunny.
bunny.
I thought that was Bad Bunny.
Okay, so
But-
not the rapper.
No, is he a rapper? Bad Bunny's a rapper. If you're just heckling
You got-
me because I
you
don't know
got
who
me.
he is.
Well, hey, listen, I'm coming at you.
You're not answering this question. 56%.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, overpriced,
no,
underpriced.
I'm
Bad
going.
Bunny.
I'm going with my man Justin Bieber. His album Swag that came out this year, to die for. I loved it. Yes, I have a daughter, 15-year-old.
Clearly.
Yep, she loves it. All of her friends love it. I think that's number one.
And your son just
I'm
wants
going
to
to jump on the back of that. Justin
My
Bieber.
son loves it too.
I have Bieber fever, dude. Like he's gotten so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I don't know who Bad Bunny
You
is.
like his new haircut?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I like that he can. I like that Bieber can skateboard now.
What does it look like?
I don't know. I think
now.
he's
He
got
just
a
learned
crew
how to
cut.
Describe
I
it.
think it's just
I
a
don't
shaved
know.
head.
He's just
Oh,
started
yeah?
posting
I don't
clips.
know.
Yeah, I respect shave heads.
Yeah.
Hey, and I know this
He's
is
ready
like
for a
off
fight.
topic, but dude, your son winning a state title in 7th grade is pretty sweet.
Oh,
Congrats
thank you,
on the
man. I
success that your
appreciate
middle
that.
school's having, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's playoff
thank you.
season for us, so
Yeah.
Congrats.
that's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
thank you, man. Oh, I thought you were giving me a dab. I'll take it anyway.
I gave you one.
I saw it.
Very cool for CJ, by the way. All right, sticking with our music theme. How about Song of the Year, Golden, by the K-pop Demon Hunters? A 67% chance to win. Overpriced, underpriced. I mean, the daughters love that.
That's winning.
It's
That's winning.
it's underpriced. I mean, that should be 100%. That's a lock.
Way underpriced.
This is a lock. Underpriced.
Way
underpriced.
It should be 99.9.
It should be a question.
Guaranteed money.
Yeah, anybody
Literally.
that has a daughter
Literally.
knows that it's a lock.
My daughter's old. My daughter's older. I don't.
I love K-pop. Honestly,
This whole segment could be clipped, and this is the best show ever.
I love K-pop. What can I say?
K-pop Demon Hunters is
Seriously?
unreal.
Oh yeah, love
Like,
K-pop.
it's such a good movie. It's such a
There's
good
a lot of
movie.
things you don't know about me.
I don't
Daniel.
even know you anymore.
You know what? You look like a guy that likes K-pop. Like, when you say it like that,
I do.
Yeah.
I love K-pop.
You know what else he likes? He likes the Seattle Seahawks. They're in the Super Bowl.
Boom.
Polymarket says they have a 69% chance to beat Zach Candido's Patriots. Over or underpriced at 69%.
You over there. Lock on me right here. Underpriced. 100%. Seahawks win.
Wow.
28-10. And I'm going to watch it at Candido's house. I'm inviting myself because I just want to watch him cry in the corner when the Patriots lose. Underpriced. Seahawks 110%.
He just said doors closed.
JSN MVP plus 500 odds. 2 tutties. It's going down, buddy.
Okay.
Come on.
I want to pick the Patriots. I want to pick the Patriots
Leave.
just to piss you off.
Get
but as a New Yorker,
Get
I
out.
cannot go with the Patriots.
Okay,
Seahawks,
you can stay.
Underpriced.
You can stay.
Yeah. Yeah, I just lost my job, but it was worth it. New York, get me a job.
luck here as well. Luck here as well. Seahawks, love them. Super underpriced.
Yes.
Super.
That's what I'm saying.
Super.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't
see
think-
this?
I don't
You see
love-
this?
I love the
You
Seagulls.
see this?
Yeah.
I don't think Robert knows where what
did you
city the
say
Seahawks are
seagulls?
from.
Huh?
Come on, where are my 12? But we got some 12s
what's
up
the
here at
next
the
bit?
desk. You know what I'm saying?
He goes, I love the Seagulls.
Well, Helly, can we ask you a question?
What do you want to know?
What do you have it? Is that over or underpriced?
Well, I think it's a little overpriced, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I love Vrabel. I love the defense. I love my job. So I think it's a little underpriced.
That's awesome. Oh, that's great.
Download Polymarket, the official prediction market partner of the UFC. Live trade UFC available now in all 50 states. It's fun, man. You can go down this rabbit hole, and it's kind of never ending on Polymarket. It's not just UFC. It's a lot of other stuff, too. So very cool. Very cool.
I'm disappointed in you.
All right.
You brown noser.
What do you mean?
It's not what you said before the
so
show.
I'll be complete. I'll be completely honest. Love Vrabel.
Yeah, I know.
Love
I think
Vrabel.
he's great.
Worked with him for a long time. I think Mike Vrabel's an absolute stallion. Drake May is a beast, but the Patriots offense is going to have their work cut out for them.
Well, hopefully, in this, there's a little bit of a pun in this, but maybe when the game is over, you can come to the dark side. You know what I mean?
I do love your stadium, though.
Oh, Lumen Field, can't beat it.
Second loudest stadium in the NFL.
Yeah, it's incredible. Second loudest?
Arrowhead's the loudest.
Oh, yeah.
Who's your team, Ellie?
What?
Who's your team? NFL team.
I still call them the Redskins, but it's the Washington Commanders. We had a down year.
That's a little risque.
Yeah, you guys just got, dude, I thought you guys had a better year, but it's injuries, you know? Injuries.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
You know, on February 21st, Cage Warriors hit a historic milestone with its 200th event. That's kind of crazy. crazy.
That's wild.
Streaming live on UFC Fight Pass. To get ready, we're looking back at some of our favorite Cage Warriors moments from the Fight Pass library. I'm going to kick it off. You guys ready? You remember this one?
Oh, yeah.
This was Ivan Bochinger against Conor McGregor, Cage Warriors 51. This was Conor's final fight in Cage Warriors, and then he moves on to the UFC and becomes the Conor we all know and love.
And then here we got Solomon Simon. I believe this was Cage Warriors 188. Huge knockout. And listen, we've seen what Cage Warriors has done consistently, pumping contenders out here to the UFC, the likes of Conor McGregor, Paddy Pimblett, the list goes on and on. Solomon Simon with a sensational knockout at CW 188.
Paddy here with a flying triangle. Like, that is such a ballsy thing to do in a fight. Because, like, unless you get it, you're ending up on your back against the cage. That's not a good position, but I don't know, that's the confidence Paddy has. He still has it today, even after the fight with Gaethje. You know, the way he looked, he still has that swagger about him.
He does.
He does. Honestly, I'm most impressed with the way he jumps into the crowd. He's almost fighting them. There's fans. There's fans, but the celebration's so hyped.
We got Paddy McCory and Cage Warriors. A little right hook. Drops him, wobbles him, he goes down. He's hanging out with the crowd in his mind. The crowd loves him. Great knockout. I like those long left hooks. Very deceptive.
Yeah, that step off lead right hook, open stance.
Oh, right hook. Right
Beautiful.
hook.
Yeah.
Southpaw position.
Cage Warriors 200 going down on Saturday, February 21st from Dublin with 2 title fights and a card stacked with Europe's top prospects. You can watch all the action streaming on UFC Fight Pass.
Welcome to the great fighting city of Dublin, Ireland. Welcome to the RDS and welcome to Cage Warriors.
Coming over here, guys.
Oh, here we go.
What are we doing now?
Talk to me.
We have another
Goose.
game.
Oh, yeah.
More games, more Vegemite.
We're gonna chug Vegemite. Just
Yeah, I'm out.
Just liquid. We're gonna make a Vegemite shake, and you're gonna.
All right, let's watch this next game here.
Oh, shit. Shoot, sorry.
I don't.
Well, it's not, this, I don't even think this is possible.
I feel like
can't do a
I feel like some of us have more surface area than others.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, my head should be made for this.
Yeah, dude, Cooper Cup.
I don't have the neck flexibility to do this.
That's what I mean.
Where are we?
Wait,
Is anywhere?
and then you get all the way to your feet?
These mic packs.
All right, I'll give you a countdown. All right.
Where do we get the cup on?
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh shit!
You have
to restart.
Last man standing. Ah, we got a winner! Keeps the belt. Keeps the belt.
How did that work?
Oh my god.
Did you really stand up all the way?
Yeah, I did.
You're so flexible.
Did you?
Dan, I have the same knees. You just don't bend. I had knees underneath me.
Can I see a replay of that?
Dude, yeah, run the tape, dude. I'm just that balanced.
He did it.
It's easy, dude.
I feel like there's product.
Dan,
because he's wearing the Air
stuck
Jordan.
right there.
I'm an athlete, okay?
He's got crazy glue in
Look
his
at this. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I go to like a Turkish get-up position here. Look at that. Turkish get-up. That's the technique. You got to go Turkish get-up.
on you. That was pretty good.
Turkish get-up, dude.
That was good.
All day. I can do it again.
I didn't even see it, dude. I was just busy looking at my gut with my shirt up, trying to do a sit-up. That's all I was looking at that whole time.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Boys, what would you like your Vegemite on? Would you like it on a cracker?
No,
Would you like
they
it
get
on
toast. Oh, the stomach is literally hanging out.
I know,
Oh, that's
dude.
embarrassing.
That's all I'm focused on.
All right,
boy.
man.
I don't have my summer body yet. I'm almost there.
Too easy.
We need to get a tan.
You interviewed the post-match winner?
You guys in the production truck are real jerks.
That is awesome.
You know that?
Focus on your face.
I was looking at the sweat on
I have something perhaps to help that. We've been eating a lot of Vegemite.
Great.
Right. Okay. I have something else.
Thank
RJ,
God.
bring it on down.
Oh, let's go.
The Octagon is making its 6th trip to Australia in the last 3 years. So I've been 5 of the times. I do know a thing or two about technically New Zealand born, but Australian loved like Robert Whittaker.
That's his Whittaker.
Whittaker's chocolate.
Wow. You're rich. You have a chocolate empire.
I've been dying to know, is this
Man of the people.
the beginning of the Whittaker legacy? Like, is there any relation?
Yeah, it's my family's company.
Wow. You could have given us a discount.
Nah.
Okay, well, anyway, so what we're going to do is this
dollar
is
counts.
incredible chocolate.
Okay.
And we're going to compare it to our lovely American comparables. And we all know that, like, America. But I just want to see your all's reaction.
You have 5 flavors.
Hold on. Is it really your family's company?
I don't like talking about it.
Yeah, Rob. Is it, so
I can't tell if he's
what year
serious or
did it
not.
start?
Oh,
How many generations back in the Whittaker
Come on.
family?
It was
does
a great puppy.
That's that comparison. All right, 4 more choices. Grab one.
Grab
someone
one?
all right, so we're
someone
gonna try
take the
everything.
milk.
I'm going peanut
Why
butter.
you
Someone
guys?
take the milk chocolate.
Is this a good one?
This is why you guys
That's
don't
the
understand
match of that
chocolate.
one.
Is this a blind taste test?
Just
Well,
the
so that was
caramel.
the original idea,
clean.
but like blindfolding
Keep it
all of
simple.
you and getting you all sat and then trying to
Are
figure
we,
out what's
I kind of
what.
want to save it. Do we have to? We have to open
We
it?
have
yeah,
so
we've
much
got extra.
chocolate.
We've
You
got
can put the
extra.
belt down now. It's okay.
There was a $70 minimum and then
This is my
$80
moment
in
of-
shipping. So
Hold on, sorry.
sorry to whoever
I'm
has
just carrying
to
around
approve
this
this
belt.
expense report.
It's
Holding you
hard.
down a little
it's-
bit.
Oh, not out of the paycheck.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It's gassing me out.
Yeah, it's gassing.
Oh wow, you guys left me my favorite one.
What is
so
Coconut?
the coconut block.
Oh,
my god! And then I love almond
Joy.
so. Chris, what do we think?
I'm trying to open mine nice.
It's better than the Vegemite, Chris?
So much better than Vegemite. Good job. Your family did a great job with this. You're welcome.
It's actually Rob's recipe,
High
believe it or not.
quality.
Here we go. All right, we're going here.
You got.
Did you just like, did you bite out of it?
Rob
Did you break it or did you just bite out of
Rob
it?
grew up in the cocoa fields. As a
It's
young
like
boy.
Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
It's like, I did this to make you happy.
Okay, so Chris, what you have to do now is
Try the other one?
try the Mr. Good Bar.
you gotta try
and,
this
and
one.
be honest with the
It's just-
comparison.
Did you? This is like
just
it tastes
clean,
like
right?
a little
Yeah.
perfume on it or something.
Like, because you don't need
There's like
all the other
that
bits
might
and
be the
bobs.
Vegemite still
Chris
there.
is actually losing his mind
you
because
say
of the
bits and
Vegemite.
bobs?
Yeah.
I love that saying.
Okay, Michael Chiesa, please give us
I
your
might have
analysis on the chocolate comparison.
I mean, this is going to be disrespectful to my people because I believe this is an Italian brand. Actually, no, this is from San Francisco. I hate everything from San Francisco. I like this chocolate better. Whittaker chocolate all day. Screw the Niners. Screw Giardelli or whatever this is called. I'm Whittaker chocolate all day.
Okay, Rob, did you even try the American version?
is
We got you
incredible.
Hershey's. Come
I
on.
don't need to.
Hershey's.
No, you
I know.
actually have to. It's part of the
is
part of the thing. All right, RJ, where's the
We
Hershey's?
lost the
It's
Hershey's.
taken away.
Unreal. Okay, and you? Do you love it?
I do. This is delicious. I don't even.
What's
I've,
the-
I've tried all the American chocolates. This is
So
as good,
your
if not better.
closest one is like a Snickers.
Is that good?
Probably. All right. We gotta get to our
like a
Super Bowl
perfume
picks.
Fine.
As
Oh,
we're digesting. the
really
chocolate.
quick though. Speaking of the Super Bowl,
I
for
haven't
those
had
of you
candy
that
in a
don't know
month,
Bad
so I'm like
Bunny,
having the best time. Having the best time.
he's in the
Sugar
halftime
Rush.
show.
Yes.
Bad Bunny is the halftime show.
Right.
Michael
and
Chiesa.
he's singing all in Spanish.
And legend has it that if you turn on Mucho Novia, then Fabiano Busquets just shows up out of nowhere and starts translating everything. So
Wow.
Fabian,
I like
exciting.
that.
love
All
that
right.
dude.
If the
While we're
Patriots-
digesting this chocolate, let's take a look at some Super Bowl picks from some of the fighters on this card.
All right, my Super Bowl pick. Who's going to take it? I'm going to go with the Seahawks. Coming off a big win against the Rams, I think they can roll that into this Super Bowl and maybe get it done.
Super Bowl is coming up. So what is your prediction?
Who is left?
Who is playing?
Seahawks or Patriots?
Going with the New England Patriots.
Osh, Corinthians. Maybe Patriots? I don't know. I don't care.
Seattle has, as crazy as this may sound, Seattle has the better overall team.
I got the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl this year.
Why?
That's what my mind came up with.
I think the Patriots are going to win the upcoming Super Bowl. I think they're too good, too fast, too strong.
Trusted a little bit in Drake May. I think he's going to be this season MVP, if not Matthew Stafford, but I'm trusting in the New England Patriots to get this one done.
Sunday, February 1st, Zuffa Boxing brings us a night of proven warriors. It's the return to the spotlight for Jose Rayo Valenzuela.
Nice left from Jose Valenzuela.
Against Diego Torres, with 19 knockouts among his 22 wins. Plus, Alexander the Nail Vosdick meets Radivoje Kalajic. It's Zuffa Boxing, topped by Valenzuela versus Torres, only on Paramount Plus.
You don't want to know what you have to do with that
All right,
donut.
so
Ellie.
they just sat us all down here. They told us it's the donut game, and they're tying a donut.
I can't even
to,
hold my leg up that long.
Rob, shoot. Let's take a look at the video that demonstrates this donut game here. Oh, jeez Louise.
I'm gonna go left leg.
You're going left leg.
Sorry.
Going lefty.
Oh, you got to eat the whole donut, and you got to be flexible.
Oh, wait, you have to eat 2 donuts?
No, just one donut, it looks like.
You got to lift Chris's leg to eat your own donut.
If I miss weight, I'm blaming Zach.
Let's not talk about breaking rules.
There we go.
Hey guys, I was thinking if the Patriots beat the Seahawks and I watched the game with Zach, I'm gonna take a big crap in his toilet and not flush it.
Outside.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, relax your
So
leg.
wait, why is Zach crossed up?
I thought it wouldn't hold.
You have to stay on the chair.
Why
right?
is it crossed up?
Okay.
Sorry. I have to, what?
Put your foot down, you're cheating.
This is fucked.
Oh, my jeans are too tight
I
for
don't
this.
really like this game already. Oh, man, my mic just fell. My
Dude,
gut's
there's
hanging
no
out.
way. I'm not flexible enough. Rob kicks good. He's probably going to wolf that thing.
It takes me 25 minutes.
All right, boys. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
What the heck? Oh, you crossed the line. I'm cramping. I'm getting a cramp.
I can't.
I can't get it.
Oh, that was bad. Oh, you're close.
Come on, work it. Get it in your mouth. I'm so close.
We broke Chris.
I feel like the noises are helping. You know what I do? I'm going to swing it. There you go.
You want money?
God damn it.
Oh, my. You're close. Get it.
I'm trying.
Oh, Helly's doing it. Helly's going to win. Get it in there. No, don't let Helly win.
I can't do it.
How did you do that? You cheated somehow. They must have gave you a longer string or something.
Yes, broke the desk.
Everything's coming off.
Finally won. That shit was hard, dude. That was really hard.
I feel so violated.
I couldn't get it in my mouth.
I thought Dan and Mike were gonna make out.
I couldn't.
Bro, I couldn't even look at it.
I couldn't get it in my mouth, and I refused to use my tongue.
That was weird. Look at it. Look at this. Look. Bro.
You guys just gave up.
Now watch.
I feel like
See.
He's like a frustrated
I'm going
shark.
at it like Jaws.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like a busted stripper.
that.
Look at that. So what are you doing? Yes. How is Helly more flexible than us? You do yoga?
Fuck.
A little bit.
That's yoga.
I couldn't
Pilates.
get the donut in my mouth.
Oh, my God.
I couldn't even get it to touch my face. I'm like,
Yeah.
Hey, you know what we didn't talk about one time this entire show?
what?
There's only one of us that has a fight coming up. This guy
Yeah.
Michael Chiesa
in
with a
Seattle.
fight.
Maybe the swan song of this great career.
It could be. It could be, man. We'll see, man. I want to get through camp first and kind of make my decision. But man, man, I love what I do. I've been fighting since 2008. It's crazy when I look back and think like 18 years is a long time to be doing something, and
jeez,
I still look halfway decent. I can still.
Let me just get this donut out of your freaking hair there.
She's looking for a professional athlete.
You know, and there's no better way. I mean, if it is the last one for me to fight at home, there'll be people in the stands that have been watching me fight since I was fighting at Club Element on Division Street, you know, in a smoky little club. So we'll see. Signs are all kind of pointing that direction, but anything can happen out there. But yeah, just taking it one fight at a time. We'll see.
You can't eat Krispy Kremes anyway.
I know. I'm looking forward to, not having to worry about my weight, packing on some pounds,
Going snowboarding.
Getting on the Cerrone supplementation plan.
That is weird to
snowboard.
Fight.
Yeah,
Here we go. We got the highlight tape.
Yeah, Vegemite Oh,
that was gross.
And ceremonial weigh-in show, by the way, coming up in 2 hours. Fitzy will be with the two champs, Whitaker and Weidman.
God, look at that cup jersey, though.
Dean Thomas will be there as well. That was the most impressive act in the whole show. Throw a cup on your forehead. Look at that. Look at that, dude. If there's one thing I can do, it's eat donuts.
Your wife is so proud of you right now.
I was like Jaws on my head.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes it comes in handy, though.
Oh, my God.
Mrs. Helly's like, get home right now, Dan.
It's time.
That was so fun.
Why's my phone buzzing? I gotta go. Enjoy 325, everybody. On Paramount Plus. It's all on there. Every single fight.